Wait.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Studio W Sports Page brought to you by J and J. And this is all. This is going to be an off the rails edition.
Oh yes.
It's going to be an off the rails edition because we still. That's the sports we talk about. We're going to dive into a couple of other things too. Yeah, we're gonna dive into a couple of other things. We're gonna make this show. It's gonna be long.
We call it Roman's favorite topics or something. I don't know.
No, it's gonna be off the rails.
Yes.
There's a couple other things we would have for it. I can't think of them right now. I'm having one of those kind of days, bro. No, we're not doing that today.
It's almost like he has a lot on his plate, and he needs to like get it off the chest right here.
Oh my!
It's so much. It's been building inside all week long. All week long, Mill. It has to come out at some point. And why not then today?
I need a drink.
No.
You do?
Yeah, I need a drink.
Oh.
You sure?
Yes, I need a drink.
You want me to bring you
water?
I have a cup, right? I have my drink right here, and I'm just drinking water.
That's it. That's all you need.
No,
hey, I got 2 bottles of it myself too.
I got some water too.
Hey, water's our go-to source today.
Yeah, mine is very spiritual. It's holy.
Oh boy.
That's my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what
we don't know. Look, the stuff that goes on here does not reflect on anything of Studio W or any other human being alive. But no.
It's Fatu time.
Oh yeah, Roman Fatu, man, you've been up there tearing stuff up again last night. Yeah,
and just to keep some things sports while we get our lives together. Right now, Marshall is losing to Ohio State by a score.
Oh, they getting. Well, I'm wearing your favorite word out, Mel. Boat raced. There been several boat races.
20. There's been a Dabo Sweeney sighting. Clemson, 21 ranked Clemson is
Oh, they just destroying
NC
State
no business
right now.
against NC State, 59-21.
Oh, but what about? Hold on, we gotta give a shout out to JMU also right now because they were up 53-21 at halftime. So
Arkansas State has yet to score against Iowa. Iowa leads them 17-0. Later on this evening, also yesterday, Illinois over Nebraska found. Oh, that was a thriller right there. Illinois over Nebraska, 31-24.
That Stanford-Syracuse game was a good one there.
Stanford and Syracuse?
Yes, sir.
What happened there?
Stanford went up 23-17 in the fourth. Syracuse ate up most of the fourth quarter. Clock go down and score a touchdown under like 2 minutes left. Syracuse defense was holding up. They had Stanford on a 4th and 13, and they gave up a back shoulder pass for the first down in field goal range, and Stanford kicked the field goal that one.
Oh, that was a throw.
And Syracuse is the number one in the nation in scoring offense.
Okay, also, James Madison, North Carolina.
Yeah.
63-38.
Oh, they beat the mess out of North Carolina.
Kansas is winning against West Virginia.
Guess 21. North Carolina
now, here's the scary part of this.
Guess whose son that was? Their starting quarterback that got hurt.
They don't want
Brad Johnson's son is the quarterback of North Carolina that got hurt in the first game of the season. He's coming back next year for like his 6 or 7 years.
God bless him. Tulane is up over Louisiana 41-33. There's a lot of good defense being played this week. Ohio has yet to score against Kentucky 7-0. That's 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Cornell and Colgate 34-17. Colgate is winning against Cornell. UVA is in a nail bite against Coastal Carolina. 7:30 left in the second quarter. Arkansas State and Iowa State. Arkansas State has yet to score against Iowa State 17-0. 8:45 left in the second. So, guys, out of all these so far, oh, also got, hey, we got the boxing guru on here, Mr. Mark Daniels. Mark,
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
oh, good. I'm just giving up some college football scores. On you got what's going on? Anything shocking you to before we start? Before we change to another
Oh,
for
some
another
boxing
sport?
on last night too. So
We got a big fight this afternoon. Later on today, Anthony Joshua taking on Daniel Dubois. Fighting over the O2 Arena in London. This is going to be a bomb. I mean, lights out fight. I mean, this won't go the distance. Uh,
who fought
I'm
the
on
ESPN, man?
I'm on record. I'm a big Anthony Joshua fan, but I'm worried because this dude he fighting can hit, and we're gonna see what happens.
Hey, Mark, who fought on ESPN last night?
You know what? They had who was on a fight last night? I didn't. I hate to say it. I didn't even know it was coming on.
It came
Um,
right after the Syracuse Stanford game.
yeah, yeah. There was a fight last night. Oh my goodness. Be
I didn't know.
lying if I said I remember.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't realize, but by that time it was 11 o'clock. So I'm like, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't a big fight of interest. I'll say that much. It couldn't have been because, like I said, I had no idea it was even. But I thought it was one of them reruns or something. I ain't gonna lie to you at first.
Yeah, me too, because we had my homeboy backyard. We was looking at this. I was looking at how Syracuse gave that game away. And right after the game was over, it went straight to that boxing match.
So, so what do you know? This Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight is that still going down?
Oh, it's going down in November.
It's in November.
Yeah, it was. I forgot it was Josh Warrington and the dude named Anthony Caracas or something like that. That fought last night. Warrington lost. He put his gloves in the middle of the ring. He done.
Oh.
Yeah, that. By then, I ain't gonna lie, fellas. I had my second vodka and crown and was listening to some R&B. So I was in a whole different world by the time that fight was over with. Trust me. It was one of them weeks.
Yeah.
Vodka and cran, huh? That's a good mixture.
That's one of my favorites right there.
All I know is I just kept hearing shots last night.
See, that's
Yeah, I caught myself becoming a bartender last night, listening to a little bit of music. Like I said, I was watching that Syracuse Illinois game. Then I came out, why is this fight coming on so late? And I thought it was a rerun. I honestly did. You know, I honestly did.
Oh, so after SmackDown went off the air, we had Illinois and Nebraska. That was a pretty good game. That
Oh no,
actually
I'm
went,
sorry. It was Nebraska, Illinois. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
that touchdown that got stolen away with that interception, that was sweet. The Illinois game, Nebraska
yeah.
game, the wide out caught it, came down with it, but the cornerback had his hand stuck in between the wide receiver as he was going down to the ground. And when they rolled over on the ground, he snatched the ball from the wide out, and,
Wow.
and the touchdown got overturned and called an interception.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, that was a huge swing right there because next thing I know, I turned in the game, went into overtime, and Nebraska they just kept going backwards. Like it was just like crazy because I'm thinking I said, oh, so we had a well, I don't really call that an upset per se, but that was like an eye opener.
Oh no, it's an upset
Uh,
because who do Illinois beat in football?
well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really kept up with per se what's going on as far as Big Ten or Big 12 or what Big 10 I think it was. But
I don't know what they call it now. They got 15 teams in the division. So I don't
yeah,
know what the name is.
I think it's the Big 10
Just
because
call it one of the Power Five conferences.
yeah, well, like I said, if you got Ohio State and Michigan and all them in there, that's pretty. I'm like okay. And as you can tell, Ohio State is boat racing the Marshall. So But and then Florida's actually showing up today. Yeah, they beating Mississippi State. They're
They,
leading right
they
now.
said Florida State.
But Florida started off with this huge lead, and now Mississippi State. Then what's the score, Kevin?
It was 42-28 at the time.
Damn.
They say Florida State going. They going to court against the NCAA to make sure all the teams get a playoff bid. Who they lost to last week? They 0-3. Who they lost to?
Oh, Memphis. We talking about Florida State, right?
Yeah.
Oh, which I'm glad you mentioned that, Romar, because here's a little crazy stat. Florida State is the first team in NCAA history to start out in the top 10 and to lose to all three unranked teams. And two of them was at home. So, yeah, that right there is crazy work right there, you know?
Oh, did y'all see how Texas over jumped Georgia for the number
Yeah.
one spot?
Yeah, I did.
I'm glad for Texas not to be the number one team, but I'm glad I get to see.
You might see.
I get to see the greatness of what Arch Manning is because coming out of high school, he was the number one cop coming out of high school when he went to Texas.
And sources are saying he might be the number one overall pick coming out.
Yeah, but see, that's why when they come with these preseason rankings, I never pay attention to it.
Right.
Because see, that's just all media. They got to have something to do.
What up, dude?
We have a couple of special guests coming to join us, Mr. Sid, Mr. Derek Galloway. How y'all doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing good.
Appreciate the invite.
All right.
Honestly,
Sid, you found any good trash cans lately?
Oh,
Sid, don't pay attention to him just yet.
you already know it ain't about the feed into that.
Hold on.
I want to turn my camera on and show them where I'm at right now.
Oh, go ahead. Let me
Not only do I play basketball, I do play a little football too. So I'm out here ready to play some flag football.
I mean, it's all good when you trash at both of them.
Huh?
Oh my
Oh.
You said trash in both.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't
I mean,
do that.
I believe they got trash cans out there at the football field too.
Like Mill said, I ain't even gonna feed into it today. I ain't gonna feed into it.
I mean, you don't have to feed into it.
You see the name. You see the name and say half man, half amazing for a reason, man.
Hey Galloway, this guy thinks that he owns Battery Park.
Whoa.
The guys see it. When everybody knows that is still my park.
Look. They painted Jordan on there after you. That was because of me.
That ain't got nothing to do
You know.
I'm gonna make sure that they go back over there and repaint it with put a big trash can in the middle of it for you. That's what I would do.
How much water did it take for this to happen?
Now, this is almost like you know what this reminds me of, Mel? When we hear this stuff going on.
Hey, Galloway, I'm gonna put it like this. This man's still like 40 decades behind me in scoring down in that.
40 decades?
Yeah, that's how.
No, I broke that. I broke that, man. You need to give up the crown.
You would never break my scoring record.
I broke that already.
So 40 decades, like 400 years.
Yeah, it's gonna take them that because that's how many points I got.
Now keep in mind, this was not at no organized basketball event.
Yeah, exactly. You don't pass the ball.
This is not no organized basketball event. There was no one recording the minutes. There was no substitutions. There was no free throw lines for fouls.
There wasn't no score. There wasn't no bookkeeper. There wasn't nobody keeping score.
No bookkeepers out there. There were no.
Hey, Mark, look. Game go to 16. I got 13 every time in the game.
There were no benches out there. Or just swings. There was.
So it was the unofficial score.
Yeah, all this is unofficial.
Unofficial scoring. I have over probably close to a billion
so
points.
what we need to set it up for them two to go at it.
I'm not.
And
I'm
We
retired.
already played, Kevin. I already beat him.
Man, that man
I
beat
don't. I
me.
don't
That
know
man
why
beat
he
me
kept
one
on.
day.
That's
I
why I
know.
don't
Hey,
feed
hey, look.
into it.
How can you beat somebody by 1 point and I got the bum ankle? You supposed to destroy me.
I
Pay,
did destroy you.
We
How?
got,
You
we
won
can't
by
I
a
have
point.
this
don't think
match.
you. I don't think you scored.
See it. You won by a point.
I
16,
don't think
15.
you scored.
And
I
let's
think the
talk
score
about
was
how
like 11-3
all
or
right,
something
all
like
right,
that.
let's talk about the six. Let's talk about the 15 points and where my 15 points was came from, with you on my back.
I.
Like I said, you always been a member, and you always gonna be the
Oh my
greatest member of
God!
my
But
back.
who won the game, man?
You won by
Tell
a
the
point.
people who won the game, man. While we laugh, let's just hear
You
that.
won the game by a
All
point.
right, okay then. It doesn't matter if I won by a fifth of a point. It doesn't even matter. I won
Okay, you won
easily too.
time.
I won
You
easily
got
because I
one
didn't break a sweat.
time. He beat me one time, so that's his
but look,
greatest
And
accomplishment.
you beat me none. So you would never. I don't think you
I've been
look. You
beating you
done.
all your life.
You done. You are
I've been
you
beating
done.
got
you all your life.
You are
shit.
done. I got like 10 years left in me. You are done.
10.
Hey, look,
Uh-oh.
you got 10 in you.
I got 10 left in me.
That's good for you, young man.
Probably more. Probably
That's
more.
good for you.
So you retired, right?
You still chasing my. You still chasing my.
Oh my God! Look, I'm not chasing
Oh,
your stat because I broke your accolades long time ago.
Oh Lord.
man.
This coming from somebody that just learned how to score.
A long time ago.
You just learned how to score 2 years ago.
I can see me and Mel being commentators, sitting there watching all this smoke happening.
Oh
Hmm.
my
Oh
God!
yeah, well,
Please
I'm like,
don't look.
we're just
It's
sitting there
look.
like,
Don't
hey,
even. It's not even worth the watch, man. I'm gonna punish him. It's
I'm
not
Hey, look,
even
just
worth
curious.
it, man.
I'm just curious. See it. How old are you, brother?
Oh, I'm 32.
Oh yeah, that's a big difference, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like, come on now. That's like LeBron trying to play Magic right now. You
Yeah,
ain't gonna. What you gonna do with me?
yeah.
Nothing.
We almost 50, so
That what I'm trying
be.
to tell the man. When we played, he
But
was a little younger. He still couldn't touch me, but it is what it is.
I'm a beg to disagree, man. That man was a prolific scorer, and I'm here to witness it because
and that was my
I'm
point.
the one that had the assist. I witnessed it firsthand. This man would score on top of scoring. Seriously, that's why I asked how old were you? 'Cause we played back then when it was like you ain't get fouled unless you were bleeding. So
Yeah, see, I don't remember that, but I can play. I can play that type of way too. You see what I'm saying? I ain't worried about all that.
I
Hey,
got you. I got you. I was just curious as how old you were because him being almost 50 and you being, you said 30 what?
32.
32.
32. Yeah, that's a huge difference. Yeah, yeah, I see why. And you should have really whooped him, but
He got whooped. That's what I'm saying.
How you get whipped? No, a whipping is what.
Oh
It's
my
like 10
God.
points of battle, bro. You won by a point.
The
You
comparison
barely
is
won.
he is Magic and I'm LeBron. That's the
Hey,
comparison.
Hey,
all right.
You had your time. It's over with. You're
Hey,
done. Give up the crown. I'm the king.
but look, Sid. Nobody will ever use the word prolific with your name.
Oh my God. He knows you. He don't know me.
can we talk a little bit of sports now?
Yeah, we can.
oh yeah.
Please.
yeah,
Yeah.
Please, man.
All right.
All right.
that's a little
Yeah.
bit.
All right. So a couple of games coming up later on. We still on college football. A couple of games we got coming up. Kent State versus Penn State. Y'all invested in that?
Man, Penn State gonna win that
Penn State versus who?
Kent State.
That
That's
shouldn't even
that's
be, that shouldn't even be on TV. But yeah, I hear
yeah.
what
It's
you're
gonna be on a network, just not a major one. Okay. USC versus Michigan.
There you go.
game. I got
saying.
Michigan
That's
losing.
interesting.
I got Michigan losing
That's
in the
about to
game.
come on in 5 minutes.
I got
I
Michigan losing in the
I don't know if
game.
Michigan has enough offense to keep up with USC. But it should be interesting though, because Michigan does have still a good defense.
All right. So who's Notre Dame playing today?
Who
Notre
cares?
Dame playing Miami, Ohio.
Oh, okay, great.
That's on Peacock in about
Now,
5 minutes.
if you would have said University of Miami, that would have piqued my interest. But yeah,
Okay.
Everybody
LSU.
only is the youth is the youth on the up
Well,
and
but
coming
you
trail
know what?
again. Is the you back or something?
They played
oh,
South Florida tonight.
Oh, and then Colorado's coming on tonight too.
What that mean? South Florida is no better.
South Florida's 2-1.
I
Them
wouldn't.
Florida schools, man, they play each other kind of hard, bro. You gotta admit that.
You reason for that, Neil? And I'm gonna tell you this: those kids that play against each other in high school, those
Right.
ones that don't get drafted or go to those D1 schools and they go to
Yeah.
like the one double A's, they're gonna play them other schools tougher because they know those boys because they played against in high school, middle school, rec ball. They know each other. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to them because I played against them all my life. Yes, I
Yeah.
would if I were Miami, I wouldn't overlook them.
Yeah.
I
That's why I
really
said,
wouldn't.
yeah, this is interesting. This piques my
Well,
interest. What you say, Mark?
I'm just asking because everybody I run into when they come to college football, they throwing that U up like the U back.
Oh, I think they're ranked. I think they're ranked.
They are, yeah, they are
I ain't
ranked.
saying
They're
it's
ranked
not.
number. They're ranked number 8 right now.
It's nothing wrong with them being ranked. It's just that when I look at Miami, I think of the old.
No, it ain't gonna be like that no more. Them days is gone. You're not getting no more Sean Taylors, Ed Reed, Clinton Porters. You
Yeah,
know,
you ain't gonna. Yeah,
you ain't getting that no more.
You ain't getting Dwayne the Rock Johnson back there either.
hey, but you know what? Like my man said, that breed of players, that's over with. Yeah,
Yeah,
you ain't seeing that no more.
yeah,
See, it used to be a thing when you went to the U. You was one of the best. You was one of the best on the planet, and they had a reputation where, like he was saying, you get some schools that will play them, and the kids who might go to the smaller school. A lot of times, them kids might not have gotten an SAT score, whatever it was, to get into the big time schools. But a lot of those players were better than the ones that's on the big time level.
there you
yeah.
go.
And
Exactly.
see, and them dudes is coming there with a mindset like that. Marshall played Ohio State today, but they had this defensive guy Green. Man, that brother went to work. And I mean, I know they lost, but that's a showcase for them to say, you know what? I wasn't good enough to come here, huh? I'll let you see what y'all done missed. They may not win the games, but if and then you got some of these schools where they don't go into the inner city like they should.
Yep.
And you'll get these kids like Utah State used to be good for that. And man, their basketball program at March Madness come and say, how they 31-1? But they didn't win in the inner city, LA, Oakland. They get these dudes, and they're just as good as these ones that's getting all that pub.
But
And a lot of times, if you ever go to see the summer league games, they be wearing these brothers out.
yep.
Yes, they
I
do.
mean, yeah.
Yep. And just to piggyback off that, Mr. Daniels, the thing that benefits those kids like that is all it takes for you is to have 2, 3 good games in a row, and then guess what? They have that option for the portal now. They can leave. They don't have to wait 3, 4 years, and sit out, this other stuff like they used to, or be overlooked. Now you have the opportunity. You string together some good games in a row, and as a college student, you can go ahead and hit that portal. Like Dion used to say, hit that portal.
Hey,
And
speaking on that though, you see what happened with the ECU cornerback that was like one of the top corners in the country, and he didn't hit the portal. He chose to stay at ECU.
tore his knee up, I think, right?
Yeah, tore his knee up, done for the year.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. When you go, sometimes when you're in that program where you're able to show out, and yeah, you can hit that portal and go to the other school. But see, the NIL money plays a big role in this now. So, you know, it's a tricky game to play
Hey,
because you know
yeah.
it's a tricky game to play. I mean, not everybody's going to be a Travis Hunter that can leave Jackson State and show out the way he has and get paid. Of course, Dion made sure that happened.
You
But
see, all the payday players.
Oh, big shout out to Asia Wojnarowski too.
Oh yeah,
Huge shout out to him. He's
yeah. Well,
because he's 100% responsible for all my NBA inside information.
Yes.
After 25 years at ESPN, he's hanging that up
they're going to
and
be.
going to be at St. Bonaventure to be their general manager. He's
Wow.
he's pretty much the liaison for all these NIL deals that's going down the pipe.
Hey, yeah, like piggybacking off what you were saying about the
I
NIL.
put I put it to you like this.
Look what happened to the boy that Dion went the cornerback that came to Colorado that was the number one
And
corner.
now,
that left, and now he can't even like. I think Mark, you talked about it like a couple of weeks ago. He can't even get on the field at Florida.
Yeah, because he didn't want to. I'm sorry, I might have missed something. I just didn't
He don't
mute.
want to work.
My son was asking for some gas money. But yeah, getting back to that boy, he didn't want to study. He didn't want to show up to meetings. That was his problem, Ro.
And
He
it's
didn't
still
want to
his
show up to
problem in
meetings.
Florida. He got in trouble in Florida
I
already.
know. Yeah, mentally, you got to be mentally ready to go to work. You got to treat it like a job now
I
because
mean, you know what? This is
you have to focus like an athlete now, like a professional.
see what they don't realize. What comes with that NIL is like my man said. Now you know what you're going to work. This ain't used to be. You go to practice, go home, whatever, however it work. This is a full time job,
Yep.
and they want a return on their investment.
And you will get criticized as such.
Yeah. So
Ain't no more college no more. Now you getting tried as an adult.
Yeah, and that's what one of the things that Dion kind of needs to understand that some of these reporters, yes, they're attacking his students, yes, they're attacking him, but and it could be jealousy. I don't know if you guys saw his rant the other day on the media about that.
Dion got to realize that anything that he can say can and will be used against you.
Yeah.
Right. That's where I'm going with this because these kids making, especially like his son and
Oh my God.
the other boy, what's the other boy's name? The one that played both ways on the
Travis
team?
Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Them
But
kids
he,
are making
yeah,
millions of
I
dollars.
think he's the most humble one out of all of them.
but see, I don't know if I was his parent. If I'm Travis Hunter's parent, I'd say, hey man, hold up. Why is it? I mean, I know he's a grown man; it's his decision, but you ain't gonna keep playing this dude both ways. I mean, he get hurt.
It's over.
You down two positions.
It's a wrap.
But
That's the risk.
Travis Hunter, I think, put insurance on himself.
He did.
Yeah, but the insurance ain't what he would have made over the course of his career.
Yeah.
He did. But I agree.
And he said that he want to prove everybody wrong.
I get that one, but
It
he
ain't
should be on the
Dion's.
snap count.
This is what
He really should because there's no way he should be playing every snap on defense and every snap.
No. Hey, you know what people don't realize? By the time he's about in his second or third year in NFL, that dude gonna be wore out.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinking, oh, he young, he can handle. Hey man, that's too much.
That's how you get
a
old
lot of
quick.
wear and tear on your body.
That's how you get old quick.
Yeah. And the thing
But
about
it ain't the coaches. It's him that want to do it, but it's the coach's responsibility.
But somebody got to step in for him.
To look him
Yeah.
in the face and be
But
like,
the problem with that, Roma, is like Mr. Daniels is saying and Mr. Harris is saying and Mill is saying, he may not make it out of his rookie contract. Meaning, when you sign a rookie contract, it's usually 4 to 5 years.
yeah.
He may not, his body may not physically be able to make it to that next contract, which is the one he
But
wants.
then it falls on Dion to tell him to sit it down.
Well,
And play one
it might not even take Dion because by the time the season's over with and he goes to the combine, he's going to have to make a decision. And it's more likely he's going to be a wide receiver because
Well,
that's
he's gonna make the decision of what's gonna pay him the most.
right. It's more like right now he probably gonna make more money as a wideout than he would as a defensive
I
back.
don't think he's.
Well,
But
I don't know.
I have a hard time believing a team is going to buy into him playing both ways now. The way this game is played.
I think he's a better.
Hey, the last time I seen a guy play both ways was back in the early '80s. Guy was St. Louis Cardinals at the time, Rory Green. It don't happen too. I mean,
You've seen Dion do it too now.
yeah, but I mean, Roy Green did it he did it back and forth through the whole game.
Oh, okay.
But he's going to have to play 90% of the snaps on one side of the
So
ball.
which is his best position? For y'all.
I still think he's a
For
good
me,
corner.
I think he's a better defensive player.
I'm gonna go the other way.
I'm gonna say it doesn't matter which is going to pay him the most money.
No, that's the part I was going to say. For me, it's going to be where am I going to make the most money?
Yeah.
Well, then that's going to be a wideout.
Where am I going to get drafted higher? By the time the combine hits, he's going to have to make that decision.
Yeah, but you have to look at it this way, guys. What is he going to make more money as a number 2 receiver or slot receiver or number 1 corner? In my opinion, I think he'll make more money as a number one corner over a number two receiver or a slot receiver.
Yeah, true. That's why I say his best position is a D back.
Now,
But
physically, he would be more ready to play wide receiver now, but he's not.
yeah,
Would you put him
what if he goes to the combine?
I
What if he
guarantee
goes to the combine and he scores better or the best at wide receiver?
but I guarantee you right now on a Mel Kiper's board, Travis Hunter is the number one corner.
Yeah,
To
I
the
think
draft.
so.
But what if he's a one-on-one receiver?
No, he's not.
Nah, not. Go name a team where he'll be the number one receiver. Any team in the league right now.
The Panthers.
You know, the only team that could probably do that with him right now because they really ain't got nothing else. Well, I shouldn't say that because that white guy they got is he going off. Might be like the Indianapolis Colts.
The Steelers.
The Steelers
Well-
got a one.
Well, you know what? They say they got one with George Pickens, but unless that dude makes one of them incredible catches, he doesn't do nothing throughout the game.
Right.
Well, does he have a quarterback that can get him the ball?
Well, that's the other thing.
That's
I
a
have
good
to
point.
because you ain't
And look, and truly to me, in Colorado offense, Travis Hunter shouldn't be the number one receiver.
All right, let me throw this at you.
Because
Let me throw this at you.
Horn. I like Jimmy Horn Jr.
I get all that. I get
that's
all
what
that.
I like.
Let me
Yeah.
throw this at you. Let me throw this at you. You take people like Al Iverson. You take people like Charlie Ward. Al Iverson, if we know how he played in basketball, if you
Well,
from
he
the
was a better
VA,
football player.
exactly,
Charlie Ward was a better football player.
exactly.
But back then, we talking about
They went where they would make the most money.
but and that's because
They had to
in
make
our
a decision.
in our era, in our era, a quarterback that height the NFL wouldn't allow. Now you see it.
Yeah,
It's allowed. I mean, you want that daggone short.
Now you see it though.
yeah. That back then they were
Caliber,
a 6'4"
even
top
Drew Brees.
quarterback.
But that does not change the point. The point is just because they was better at that position does not mean that's the path they should go.
I mean, look, as far as Charlie Ward, he knew that. He already knew.
Mill, you have to
He
think of it
already
this
knew
way.
that after
Yeah.
he won that national championship, his best shot at being any type of professional player was going to be the NBA because he had
Right.
already knew that he had heard all the talk that it'll be for nothing if he entered the draft
Mill,
because
I'll
of his
say
at
this.
quarterback. So yeah,
Well, you got to remember, back when Charlie Ward came out, black quarterbacks ain't getting the same opportunities they're getting now.
Hey, that.
Oh, I got another one. I got another one.
Oh yeah, let's think about it because
I got another one.
what was Nebraska's quarterback name? Tommy Frazier.
Uh-huh.
He couldn't throw.
I got another
Well,
one.
he just ran a good option.
I got another one for y'all. Kyler Murray.
Well, he's in the
But
NFL. He's a
Mill,
better
He's a-
baseball player.
Mill, let
He's a
me
better baseball player.
Mill, let me
Russell Wilson.
bring it back to this
I can
one.
make an argument. He's a better baseball player.
But
What's
Mill,
They
give him the
made
most
the
money?
choice to go
Here-
play
hear
football.
me out,
Exactly. They had to make that decision.
And well, same with Dion. Dion's a good baseball player too.
but
Deion
what?
and Bo Jackson are two greatest athletes to ever live. They could have went pro in 4 different sports.
But Mill,
They say
what
AI.
was
They
it
say
that would
AI was
make them
better
the
at
money?
football.
Would it be
Yeah,
a
AI
basketball player making consistent or guaranteed money,
Hey,
or going to the NFL making and getting a contract that didn't have guarantees?
Allen Iverson,
Wasn't
senior
that
year.
what you guys were pointing at earlier about what would make you the most money?
Yeah, I'm all of the above. Whatever's the
Yeah,
best
but-
situation for you.
You
Right.
know his Iverson junior year.
What? Think
Yeah,
about it. Think about it this way, Mill.
75% of
What
that.
NFL team would have took Iverson on as a quarterback?
Hey, the dude that came after him was bad, wasn't he? Ronald Curry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bob, Iverson junior year, he accounted for 75% of his team's total touchdowns.
No, I know
I heard,
Ronald Curry.
I heard he was better at football than he was at basketball. I don't know. I wasn't in.
No,
Yeah,
he said it
that's my
himself.
point, Sid.
He said
See,
it.
Yeah,
I've heard that. I've heard that too. My roommate went to Bethel. I don't know.
yeah. See, that's the thing. I seen clips and highlights. I just don't. But I've heard people say he was better at football than basketball. So
He
I don't
played
know if he was
quarterback
able
and
to.
corner. He played quarterback and corner and returned the punch and kickoff.
Yeah, he was.
That's
He
what
was
we're
good.
looking at Travis Hunter. He's going to have to make a decision to stick with one side ball. He's not going to be able to straddle this fence for
But
the
see,
rest of his
he's
career.
dealing
Nah,
with two
there,
different positions.
there's
That's
no team
all I'm
that is
saying.
willing to put him out there
In the
like that
first
to risk
Ford
injury.
and AI, they had two different.
So what's the
They
debate?
had
So
an
people
outlet
like
regardless.
so what's the debate? Like, is it people like Julius Peppers because he played in the
No,
Football
hood, he
and
played.
no. My debate is he might. My debate is just because Travis Hunter is better on the defensive side does not mean he should not try. He should not explore the option of going being a wide receiver.
and getting the bag because wide receivers make more money than corners.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely should be. I mean, he could be a wide receiver. He definitely could be.
But he's not going to be a number one.
That's
We
the
Yeah,
don't.
argument.
you don't see
I
that.
depend. I say that depends on the offense he's drafted into.
It's no offense that he could be the number one.
Yeah,
And
he would be more of a slot mill or
yeah,
number two. You
he's not
know,
going to, Mel, any way you draw it up, you wouldn't make him a number one in Philly.
No,
Hold on. What we talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly.
A number one pick or a number one option?
number
Yeah,
one.
the number one option. He's not a number one option at receiver in the NFL.
no, I can't. I can't say that. But I
You know
want.
what? I used to think the cat that was on the other side of him. I like that dude Horn. To me,
Is
is
a
the
number
better
one.
receiver.
It,
Yeah.
it, it depends on the team he gets drafted to.
I wouldn't draft him as. I wouldn't have him as a number one option at corner either.
Why not?
Well, you almost got to because he's a shutdown dude.
Yeah.
I would have not drafted already. I have him as a number two corner, but I can't draft him as a number one corner.
Why not?
Drafted him top 5 overall.
Mill. He is built. He was born to be a cornerback.
Yeah.
Man.
To the draft,
Have
yeah,
you seen him covering receivers?
Okay.
he's a top 5 pick, hands down.
Okay.
He's been a top 5 pick in the NFL draft since he left high school.
Okay. Just calm it down. Okay.
All right, so I have a question for you. Now, Mel, you talking about number one wide receivers? What about Marvin Harrison Jr.?
He's a number one.
But
That's why
exactly.
he got drafted.
Right.
Well, like they told Kyler Murray, evidently sometime last week. You ever make that comment again, you'll be finding yourself somewhere else to play because you better be getting this cat the ball.
Well, apparently they listened to you, Mark, because last week, they were showing out. I mean, like 4 catches for over, I forgot how many yards total, but he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Well, you remember last week when we talked, I said somebody better go to Kyler Murray, let him know what's up. Because
I said that was a
apparently the powers to be listen to us, and the next day, I'm serious. Look, people be laughing, but sometimes when you bring up different perspectives, this is why we got everybody on the show. Everybody has a different perspective, and somebody is going to take notice of somebody who said something, and the very next day, guess what? They proved it wrong. So Marvin Harrison, he's more than proven to be number one target.
All
And
right,
look what happened.
Since you say that, Kevin, I'm putting this out there, this PSA for the
Okay.
Commanders.
What
Go
you
get
got?
a cornerback. Commanders, go get a cornerback right now. How about that? You think they're listening?
I believe.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them later. We'll get to them later.
We will dive into that later on.
Speaking of that, I did not know that we were stupid enough to pass on Gonzalez before.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. We're gonna have more on that later. I want to wrap up college football before we dive into that.
Absolutely. I was just throwing a PSA out there since Kevin, Mr. Harris said something about they listen.
All right, so any other games that we're interested in?
Tennessee and Oklahoma.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a big one for Tennessee.
It's a big one for both of them.
Yeah.
Not as much as
Another one is Texas. What is Manning going to do with the reins today?
that has a lot.
Oh yeah, Texas playing UL Monroe. So
That means that he might have secured them a playoff spot.
Who's
Who?
that?
Tennessee, if they go to
Yeah,
Oklahoma and beat Tennessee, they
yeah.
pretty much
If whoever
secured
wins
them a
this
playoff
game
spot.
and they run the table or at least have one loss, this is
Yeah,
going to be a signature win for them, no matter how you look at it.
yeah.
True.
Key word there, run the table after this game. You got to do that.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta,
got
No
no,
matter.
no. They have to run. Both of them got one loss. No, I'm looking at the wrong one. Both of them are undefeated,
yeah,
so they could probably win. They could probably lose one game.
but you got to remember, Tennessee's. I don't know if Oklahoma, but I know Tennessee is playing in the SEC. So
Yes.
Oklahoma in there too. Oklahoma is in the SEC now.
Yeah, Oklahoma
okay, yeah.
SEC
So
now.
they're both going to have a gauntlet to go through as far as the schedule.
Texas in the SEC now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
So,
give them one. I give them one loss, and it can't be late.
but
It better
you,
be within the next 2 weeks.
I
but
said
and that's the thing, Bill, that both of them or one of them going to have to run across Georgia,
yeah.
Alabama, Missouri, and a few others on that schedule. The SEC is not a cakewalk. Not
Oh
like
no.
Yes,
I mean that to me that's the toughest conference.
It's the best conference in
It's
football.
the toughest.
it is so. The conference is so crazy. It's
It's
like,
loaded from top to bottom.
yeah.
You got LSU. You still got Auburn.
Yep.
hey, what up, T. Marvin Williams? How you doing, sir?
You know what I'm saying? They got some new additions with Texas and Oklahoma. I think what Oklahoma. It's crazy that you got the number one and the number two team in the country in the same conference.
So I got a question. I got a question for Mr. Daniels, Harris, Mill. Well, actually everybody.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think Manning gonna do with the reins today? You think he's gonna take that job, or you think he gonna spill it up?
Well, you know what? They've been trying to put him in there
Yeah.
since he got there. But right now, when you got this dude that got hurt, that was basically coming in as the leading
Yeah,
candidate
that's
for the
my
Heisman.
question. What's going to happen to yours?
So, I mean, unless this dude's injury is severe, I'm not, he has to lose his job outright to me.
Oh,
But
so
again,
you don't think they'll wallet
Rich
Pippen?
man.
You don't think
well,
that'll happen?
well,
Okay,
I tell you what,
Texas is going to dog. Let me get this one. Texas is going to dog walk these guys later on.
And that's my
Okay,
point of the question is, what if Manning comes in here? Let's say, for instance, he throws 6
hold
touchdowns.
on.
oh, well, you're right.
Hold on.
Hey, if he comes
Go
in and
ahead.
shows out, now you're gonna get people start saying, "What's up?"
Right. That's
See,
my question. That's my
and
question.
then you're gonna have the boosters just gonna start putting a little heat, and the people that gave Manning all this NIL money gonna start giving a little bit of heat,
Right.
and things can change.
That's
Oh, it's gonna be a whole lot of talking in Texas.
See what y'all are missing about this. Arch Manning chose not to hit the portal. He wanted to go to Texas. This is where he wanted to go from a kid. So he's been sitting and waiting for his time. He was, like I said, he's 2 years removed from being the number one recruit in the nation. So he know what he's doing.
So who does that remind you of?
But you got to remember, this dude yours didn't care about him being number one in the nation.
Yeah, true. But it look, and Ewers knew that. Hence why he didn't enter the draft last year and came back.
You do know that Ewers was the number one quarterback 3 years ago, right? 4
Yeah,
years ago.
So they got the top two quarterbacks in the last couple of years
Yeah.
coming out of high school.
Yep. But Ewers,
But
I think Ewers started out at Ohio State or somewhere else. I think.
I just think that Ox playing his cards right. He gonna get his shine regardless.
But the
It
question,
ain't gotta be a
But-
boosters or nobody coming to him.
the
He gonna
question is,
gonna
when
be his
Manning
time.
goes out, does he take the job? Yes or no? What do you guys think?
I think right now you win the national championship with Ox Manning as your quarterback.
What? Okay. All right.
All right. Check this out. They Louisiana Monroe. They got this week. Next week, Mississippi State.
He gonna show out.
All right. The week after that, the Red River rivalry.
That's
So,
early.
do y'all know who his? Y'all forget who his uncles are, right?
Bruh.
His uncles played. Both his uncles played what position? Quarterback. You don't think he worked with them?
Oh, he has
Okay. Hold
improved
on.
from year one to year two. He's made a drastic improvement. So
You
I
don't.
Okay.
yeah,
Hold on. Hold on. It gets better. Guess what it got right after the Red River
Who?
rivalry?
Tennessee.
Georgia.
oh,
See, that's the game where
It's gonna all.
that's the game where a job can be lost
when you
because
say job,
if
you
he
talking about a
That's the,
quarterback job or head coaching
that's the
job?
best, Derek. That's the best way I can answer my questions by give you the schedule. That's the best way I can answer your question.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. But the thing is, if you're the coach and you're going against Georgia, are you playing the hot shot Manning or are you going to go back to your
You're
veteran?
gonna ride the hot hand.
What it? Ride the high end that brought you there.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be named the starting quarterback until they beat
I
Georgia.
mean, because by that
So
point,
you gonna, so
you're
you telling
3 weeks
me
Once
removed.
you beat Georgia, yeah, he's a starting quarterback after that.
so you telling me he's going to abandon the quarterback that took him to the semifinals last year?
Yep.
Okay, all
They're gonna say he's not ready.
right.
Barry, we
They're
seen
gonna
that
say
with.
he's not ready.
I mean, and he'll be cold by that time.
Don't act like you
And
surprised
that's
by
not
that, Barry.
and that's not anything on it's not necessarily a knock on yours. It's unfortunate for yours, but that name Manning is gonna ring more volume.
I got you.
See this happened before already with
Yeah.
Tua and Jalen Hurts in
Mm-hmm.
Alabama.
The name
It's the same thing.
We've seen this.
now
I was about to say we've
the
seen this
name
scenario
Manning
before.
the name Manning is way more popular than the name yours.
I got you. I got
They
you.
still can lose their job though.
Only,
So
only, only if
if
something
Arch
happens.
Manning as a freshman beats Georgia, that is his job.
Yeah.
There's nothing yours
But
can do to get it
He
back.
ain't a freshman.
it's a big if. It's a big if though.
Maybe a junior or something.
But it's his first start. So if it's a freshman or not, okay, but it's a start. It's his first start.
Yeah. But
So if they lose, what?
man, he
Well,
about to put
It's going back
Sandman.
to yours.
He putting Sandman on what today. I'm
Okay.
telling you now, they put Texas.
I'm here.
Texas put
So
Sandman.
basically, it's on Archie's job to lose.
Arch has to run the table and beat Georgia. If
Sounds
he
good.
beat Mississippi State
All right. Thank
or
you.
Oklahoma, who's ranked 15 right now, and then Georgia, that's when it's his job. Until then, he's just a backup until yours come back. That's when the that's when we will find
So
out.
basically, it's audition time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's finally to show what the fans been wanting to see anyway since he got it.
Yeah, when you got an injured starting quarterback, you want to buy as much time as possible. So if
Yeah. I
man is
mean, but
winning
you know what?
games, you're not going to rush yours
It's
back.
a good problem to have.
No, not when you really, not when you got. The
I mean,
two
potentially
top,
it
But if
can
he
be.
beats
you got the
Georgia,
two top
you
quarterbacks
can
from
kiss that job goodbye.
over the last two recruiting classes in the same on the same team. So like, yeah, that's kind of hard because you know they at each other in practice, all that. Like they probably put up basically the same type numbers. So I hate to be the coach at Texas when it comes to that position.
Mm.
Yeah, if they beat Texas, there's nothing else left in front of them. There's
Well, they
nothing. I
beat
You
mean,
Georgia.
mean Georgia?
yeah. If
No,
you
you
beat,
still got Alabama.
you got all right, Texas. You got Vanderbilt. Then after that, you got Florida. Then you got Arkansas. Then Kentucky. Then Texas A&M. They don't even play Alabama.
You'll see them in the
You'll see them in
SEC
SEC.
championship game.
Yeah. So they got all SEC.
Yeah, they got to run the table.
And then beat them, then play them again in the tournament. Wow. All right, fellas.
As they say, stay tuned.
Yeah, it's almost staying tuned.
I hate to be the number one team in the country.
Oh yes, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
the reason why is because you got a bigger target on your back.
No, because you play in the SEC and you're the number one team in the country.
You gotta face everybody in the SEC almost
It's
on
not
one set. Not everybody, but
like literally the SEC can have at least 12 teams in the rankings right now. If if all of them was good.
now, how much prestige do you give to the rest of the conferences? Like the SEC, right? You think about it, looks like they don't even need nobody.
Yeah, because they can rank. If 10 of those teams in the SEC were
They can
undefeated,
just play each other.
you're looking at the top 10 in the rankings right now. If they were 10 good SEC teams that was undefeated, 1 through 10 would be all SEC in the rankings. Because of the schedule, you play the toughest teams week in and week out. Once division play starts.
All right, so it's about 4 o'clock. It is the Studio W Sports page brought to you by J&J.
Football.
I'd like to thank my honored guests coming on me, Mr. Derek Galloway, Mr. Sid, Mr. AKA Half. I'm not gonna go there because Romo like you about to die. I'm looking at Kevin right now.
I know. You had to catch yourself saying that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, though. I know.
You tried it.
I appreciate
I'll turn
that,
these
man.
cameras on that. Make sure I have some video evidence. Turn these cameras on. Make sure I have some video evidence. All right. This is third week of the NFL season. One of my games I love to play, and I'm not gonna like playing it.
And you're not gonna. Yeah, I was about to say because yeah, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Game I love to play is called Who Got It Wrong.
Yeah, and somebody's got to come to the congregation this week.
Nah, put it this way: a lot of y'all just gotta meet me up there because I'm gonna be.
Well, so somebody got it worse out of everybody in this room.
Yeah. So last week, what about that Raiders-Ravens game? Raiders won 26-23. I know I had it.
We all got that.
Yeah. That was one of those we did not see that one coming.
I didn't see it.
A lot of time, but
Big up San Antonio and Pierce though. I ain't mad. I'm not gonna be mad when he win.
Yeah.
Here's the question though: Is it that the Raiders beat them, or the Ravens beat themselves by not handing the ball off to Derrick Henry enough?
I think it's more of the latter.
it's basically that. And think about this too.
They look so lost on offense.
And what makes it so bad, since Lamar has been a quarterback, they've had 6 blown leads in the fourth quarter when they've been leading. 6 blown leads since Lamar been a quarterback.
All right. So I would say this when I'm going to compare 2 coaches.
I can barely hear you.
I'm gonna compare 2 coaches that blow leads when they do something that works and go away from it. It's the Shanahan effect.
Oh, with San Francisco?
Yes, you run the ball, you see what's working, you get a big lead.
And you get away with what brought you to the dance.
Yeah, that's what happens with Lamar in Baltimore.
So you figure,
and then now you got a featured back, but you don't want to use your featured back.
They use them, but they're using them incorrectly. You can't put.
They don't give them. They don't
but,
let them touch the ball enough.
But you paid all this money,
and they don't feed them the ball enough.
But the thing is, you giving the ball one time in the second half.
Yeah.
Once.
Here's what I'm saying, guys. Derrick Henry does not, in my opinion, I'll say that he does not fit into an offense that runs shotgun. Derrick Henry works in an offense that has I formation.
Quarterback under the center.
Yeah, exactly. You got to hand the ball so this big dude can get unload a running head start, right?
Yeah.
You can't put him in a shotgun or pistol formation. He's too big for that. He's not agile enough to cut zone read, zone running. You got to play power football with this dude and run him between the tackles. He doesn't fit in that type of offense. And Baltimore's offensive coordinator better figure it out sooner than later if they
Yeah.
want to keep him around, in my opinion.
And you know he's one of them running backs. As the game goes along, he gets better.
Exactly. I
But you
mean,
don't utilize them enough.
I mean, like you said, it's that if they get rid of this, if you're gonna do shotgun formation, don't have Derrick Henry on the field.
If you're going to bring
Then you
him
make your
in,
offense too predictable.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
if you're going to bring him in from another team for all this money, you're paying him. You
How
better
about
utilize him.
this?
But Lamar feels better in a shotgun offense.
He's an MVP. He
Lamar
should be
don't
able
like
to
it.
play either or any type of offense. He's a
Well,
two-time MVP.
And since Lamar's been in the NFL, I would say 60 to 65% of his snaps come from out of the shotgun formation, right?
That's true, but
You barely see him under center.
no, because he played under center at Louisville a lot, and he played shotgun a lot. It's not like he can't do it. It's just that I think it allows him to see the field better playing in shotgun. I get that, and that's the new wave and the new way of going. But this is the NFL. When you need to close a game out, do what you need to do to give this horse behind you the ball.
this thoroughbred, this Clydesdale running.
Exactly. Run the clock out, dude. I mean, what sense does it make to keep?
It's not. Yeah, I mean those are inexcusable losses. I mean, like you gave both games away. You lost by a toe, and then you lost by a foot.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like that. The last one was inexcusable. Like you up by 10. Hey, y'all laughing.
You said you lost by
You lost by a toe and you lost by a foot.
And that could come back to bite them when it comes to positioning for playoff seeding.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Again, big ups to Antonio Pierce getting the dub out of that.
Yeah, former Redskin linebacker. Yep.
I ain't gonna never be mad at him but I'm 100% on board with you there, Derek, because it's not like Lamar Jackson can't take snaps on the sun. Just run those plays, because even though it's making your offense predictable, it's not like they're gonna do a whole lot to stop it.
All you got to do is run the ball.
Exactly.
Run the clock.
That's one of those plays where you got Derrick Henry at I formation. You can know where it's coming. It's just not a whole lot, and still,
and
not
you
a whole
can't
lot
stop him.
He's still gonna get plus
He's
yards.
too damn tall for one. You can't stop him. Dude's like 7 feet tall.
He still has a good, speed, and he still got that stiff arm that he can do. Did you see him throw a linebacker the last week? Did y'all see that?
No, I didn't. But good, yeah.
No, man, it's
Hey, you know who I'm gonna say?
Josh Norman.
Josh Norman.
No, you know who? What running back I compare to him, to Derrick Henry right now?
Who?
Brian Robinson, for the simple fact, because he showed me last week, if you give him the ball, he gets better.
He been doing that for the last couple of years. He just don't get the ball enough.
But like I said, they finally starting to realize this.
That might be our way. That might be what we have to do to win games.
But what's the problem with it, though? You have to be, as an offensive coordinator, you have to be patient to do that. And the problem is a lot of these offensive coordinators,
He's a pass-happy.
They want to get cute and they want to throw these wide receiver screens and bubble screens and all of this other stuff, being cute.
All you got,
run the ball.
That won't get you, but so
even
far,
though he ain't had number 17 touches, but
you
see what them 17 touches produced last week.
It's gonna be a recurring thing. I just want to let y'all know that. Browns against the Jaguars.
I got that one wrong.
Oh, I got that right.
Yeah, you did. You were the only one out of the group that got it right. Now,
I believed in the defense.
I lost faith in Derek. I lost faith.
Trevor Lawrence.
No, I lost.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
Deshaun
Watson.
Watson.
Now,
I believed in the defense. It ain't had nothing to do with their offense.
here's the thing
The
that gets me.
Jaguars is just trash.
Now,
man.
it's funny you said that, Mel, because little known stat, Trevor Lawrence has lost 7 straight starts.
And where is the outcry for him like they have for all these other quarterbacks? You don't hear not a peep about him.
Now,
he don't lose his job. He don't get benched. He don't get,
He just got paid.
he just got the bag.
But so did Dak, right? So did all these other quarterbacks. They got paid.
Hey, look, we've been seeing this reoccurring with Dak for years, though.
Hey,
Let's see, but the mark. See, it all depends.
I'm not saying it against.
No,
I like Dak as a
but I'm gonna tell you
quarterback,
something. It all depends on where the market's at. The market's not as hot in Jacksonville than it is in Dallas.
No, it's not.
That's what I'm talking about. Because again, and the backup, who you got with Mac Jones? He ain't that much better. He just came from New England.
yeah, I hear you. But if you gave a quarterback $200 million, your expectations should be higher than what they're producing on the field. You get what I'm saying?
You got to play. Yeah, your production should be
Yeah,
worth the
it
money
should
that I
be.
paid you.
Realistically, it should be.
But
then again, we only like what 3
but
weeks in the season.
Like with the situation between Trevor Lawrence and Dak,
That's not a fair
you got to
comparison.
think about it. Like,
Okay, forget that.
I'm gonna say this:
Go
Dak
Deshaun Watson.
played for America's
Deshaun
team.
Watson. Tua. Go there. I mean, these are players that got paid, right?
But see,
they get the
Oh, we were getting to those in a little bit. We were
last
talking
week
about
I
that.
found out because I didn't know Cleveland got an escape clause on their Deshaun Watson deal.
Is it
There was a clause that they had removed that allows them to recoup the guaranteed money for this if he gets suspended or something like that.
If he gets in trouble again,
Well, he already in trouble.
I don't think he can get hit on the hand twice for the same situation that he already got suspended for.
I think this does have to be proven to be a separate situation from the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like a separate timeline. I think the timeline of the events
because
has to come into play also.
Yeah, because the NFL put the stipulation on that he couldn't get in trouble or something, and now that's over with,
right?
Because he didn't get in trouble.
But the question
about every time he get out of trouble, somebody.
The question goes back to Trevor Lawrence. How many more games in a row does he need to lose until we start hearing about it in the bigger market?
This game you gonna hear about it.
Well, don't worry. Well, you know it's crazy though, because guess what? Now I'm trying to think who they got this week.
Jaguars.
Yes.
I
forgot who they had. But you know what's crazy is it all depends on this game because again, somebody might raise a question on one of those shows on ESPN. They might say, "Well, Trevor Lawrence, we got to take a look at this," and then I'll be saying, Well, guess what?
Well, the reason I say that is because of the division they're playing in.
They play Buffalo on Monday.
With the Houston Texans, right?
They about to be 0-3.
Right. That's the whole point.
They about to be 0-3.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what. They're again. Think about it this way: if we hear whispers within this next week, then I'm gonna say, "Yep, Dirk called this one first," because if it goes the way it may end up, that and this should be possibly a conversation piece we may have to be revisiting.
I just thought about something.
So it is a valid point on Dirk's end.
Every quarterback that got the bag this year
have been struggling.
Trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
Call it what it is.
So
trash.
I ain't the only one that noticed it then, right?
trash.
But can we put Hurts in that field too? Has Hurts been trash?
Yes.
What?
Okay, all right.
We'll get in your quarterback too.
We'll get to that in a second. I'm
We'll,
not.
we'll get to you in a minute, Mill, with that.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
In that second half, in that first half, when they had the ball down, what, about the 6 or 7 yard line, and on fourth down, they decided to go for it. Why do you not go for the field goal that early in the game, knowing that that could come back to haunt you later on?
Now,
Overconfidence.
which game we talking about?
Well, I was talking about Philly.
Falcons.
Yeah.
Overconfidence, thinking they can get back down there anytime they wanted to.
But see, I mean, it's been so much debate
that was
about
on the coach.
was the play call terrible, and this is why
That
Mill
was
and
on
I
the
kept
coach.
going back and forth talking about, who is the main person to blame for this whole operation.
Well, it's going to be the head coach.
Yeah, I say the
You
coach.
you say okay, so Mill says Sirianni, and you saying it too.
I don't blame Sirianni.
I don't either.
I blame Kellen Moore because everybody in the NFL knows his offense.
I mainly blame. No,
Well, they're a package deal when it comes to this. They are a package deal when it comes to this because Kellen Moore calls the plays, Sirianni makes the decisions, whatever. That's a package. That's a package deal when it comes to that. Because number one, yes, the play been executed. Had Saquon caught the ball, we would be having.
and that's who I blame it on. Mainly is him
But
because
here's the
there's
question:
nobody in front of him at
if
all.
you got a running back of that ilk, and you have an offensive line that has been dominating the last few years, and it's 3rd and 3, you're telling me you have 2 chances, 3rd down and 4th down, to make 3 yards. You don't try to do that. You want to just kick the field goal there. I mean, I know they're missing Kelsey, their center, right? But was it that big of a drop off, Mill?
No, listen.
See, they go off of analytics.
This offensive line dominated this game.
That's my point. Yeah, that's what
The reason why I blame Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore is you paid Saquon Barkley all this money, and just to start from beginning to end, you're going to call 3 straight pass plays to start the game.
Yeah, Saquon posed to 8 on the ground all night.
But
Every time, and a huge shout out to Mekhi Becton, Highland Springs High School stand. Mekhi Becton ball. Every time you had a picture on him, he was pancaking somebody, knocking somebody over, and every time Saquon ran behind him, it was 9-10 yards.
yeah,
They say that's the best
He-
guy to run behind right now.
Bruh. And like I said, all right, fast forward all the way through. I mean, still in those short yard situations, they did not hand the ball off to Saquon.
and the point about that, Mill, is Atlanta had no timeouts, right? So why are you throwing the ball? Why are you
All you
throwing the
had
ball?
to do was run the ball.
Oh, now, and the
Stick
thing,
to what
and the
worked
thing
the
about it was
entire game.
Now look, all right, okay. Now in your defense, Mill, why you say it was a huge problem with that, and Atlanta didn't have any timeouts. Even if you didn't get 3 yards, you take 40 seconds off the clock.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
You took 40. See, remember, situational awareness. They have nothing. They cannot stop you at this point. And I mean, even if you didn't get 3 yards, how many time you had, you took 40 seconds off the clock. And then if you want to call a timeout and say you could either take the field goal or try again. Now, even if let's say, prime example, 4th down, you on the your bread and butter is what we've been teasing you about all last season. The brotherly shove. I almost said it again because everybody else says the other way.
What, the tush push?
The tush push. Because even if you didn't get that 1 yard, they have to travel 99 yards with no timeouts left to try to to win the game. That's more pressure on them than you.
You like that?
You agree it should have been better to run the ball.
Well, I mean, now thinking about it now, because of the fact that I forgot that Atlanta didn't have any timeouts left. Yeah, right now people kept saying, "Oh, the play call wasn't that horrible." That Saquon, should have caught the ball, which of course, Yeah,
Oh, y'all was in the red zone and gave it
yeah,
all.
yeah. That was in the red zone.
But let me ask you a question. It's
Was
quick as, hey, it's quick as Kirk Cousins got them downfield. Uh,
Hey, Kirk Cousins drives you down the field late in the game too. I would have never gave
No,
Kirk Cousins a
our
chance.
now?
defense
Hold
is
on.
absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's absolutely inexcusable. The play
Yeah,
that
they they
we
they they,
had
they,
no
they got
pass,
cut up like Swiss cheese.
no pass rush for the 2 games.
Is that I,
That
me and Kenny talked about this last night. I just feel like on the defensive side of the ball, in your locker room, you missed the Fletcher Cox. That's the problem.
he texted him after the game and said that was unacceptable.
That's the problem right there.
And AJ Brown didn't
And
play
and,
either.
and Brandon Graham is not stepping up to replace Brandon Cox as that veteran that the defense needs to hear from.
He needs more than that. And it ain't.
I'm okay with
It's
that.
not Fletcher. I mean, it's not. It's not
I'm just
Brandon
saying,
Graham. I mean, we got Darius Slay there too, bro.
look, I'm talking about lifers in Philly. You only got two of them on the defense side of the ball. One left.
That
You
comes
got
down
one
to
left.
that
I
comes
ain't
down to the
talking about
GM.
just because you've been in the league so many years. Far as your Eagles, I'm talking about what should happen. Since Fletcher Cox left and he was a lifer in Philly, there's only one left that was a lifer in Philly, and that's Brandon Graham, and he need to be the voice of that defense in that locker room because
I'm
they
pretty sure
trying to find their identity, and it ain't Jalen Cobb because he's still doing young stupid stuff.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Whatever veteran that you get, and that veteran that need to step up in that locker room on the defensive side of the ball and be the voice is Brandon Graham, and he's not doing it.
So Neil, what is the supposed rift between the quarterback and the head coach? Can you elaborate on that? Is there anything to it, or is that just rumors?
Um, Let me ask y'all a question. What quarterback likes the head coach?
Uh,
In general or just in Philly?
In
Oh,
general,
Patrick Mahomes.
yeah, Patty
Pat,
likes it.
That's the
Patrick
question I
Mahomes, yeah.
answered it. Yep, Patrick Mahomes.
that's one. Can you give me another one?
You just said a quarterback.
Can you give me another one?
maybe to Mike McDaniel.
Yeah,
Even him.
Yeah.
I think Josh Allen and McDermott like each other.
So do they have to? Okay, okay. So you named a few. Do they?
Oh, Matthew Stafford. And
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's a better example because at least they won outside of Pat
Well, we can
Mahomes.
say Drew Brees and Denver Denver head coach back then. That was 11. Just two.
Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean Payton and Drew Brees, they had a
You see how he got along with Russell Wilson?
well, he didn't.
What's your point, Mill? What are you trying to get to?
Tom Brady ain't like none of his coaches. I
Nah,
don't. I
So
don't think it. I really don't think it matters whether they like each other or not.
Yeah, as long as you win,
the main thing
that's all.
is winning is
What matters?
but they're
that's the
not.
main thing.
They're not winning. They lost 7 in a row to end the game in the season last year, and they're what 1-1 this year. They could be 0-2, really, if if Green Bay and shoot themselves in the foot game one. And I really don't know if you guys are built to beat the Saints this week.
That's my crossover.
And that's another problem.
Kevin, that was my crossover.
We could be anybody as long as we run the ball.
Hold on. So who you picking now? You picking Philly?
No, my crossover was my original before I put my picks in. I was going with it.
Uh-huh.
I
So
hope
I
I'm
went with
the.
the Saints.
I hope I'm the only one that sticks with Philly.
I
All
picked
we
the
gotta
Saints.
do is run the ball. That's it.
And all y'all have to do is stop Alvin Kamara. That's it.
If we run the ball, we can keep Alvin Kamara off the field because our defense ain't gonna do it.
No, that the defense was
Their
already
defense gonna take
suspect.
another year, man.
Hey,
It's gonna take another
we
year.
was
This
talking
is
last night. The most impressive thing to me about the Saints is the young secondary and the young receiving core.
they gonna
It
look
has
good again.
been working.
As long as if they turn this into a passing game, then
But
that's gonna be a problem.
you know what? What also
I need Jalen Hurts to step up in my fantasy league.
Should have drafted him.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
Hey, look.
That was a
Well,
bad call.
it was between him and Caleb Williams. So,
No, it wasn't. There was plenty of time out there.
yeah.
Don't say it's between them two.
hold on.
You drafted him first overall. You had
Jalen
your
Hurts.
pick. Yeah, you had your
Yeah.
pick of the litter when it came to quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Don't say oh that.
And at the time, I thought it was the strongest one of the bunch.
Caleb win.
No,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen.
Boy,
No,
hey,
he drafted
look,
the first round. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Galloway.
Yo,
Listen to my three quarterbacks on my roster.
you got 3 quarterbacks?
Yep. I got
You know
CJ.
you all can play one at a time, right?
I got CJ Stroud, Jared Goff, and our rookie quarterback.
Yeah, but who
But I
are
had Kirk Cousins at first. I had Kirk Cousins on my roster.
who are your receivers and backs? If you got
I got
quarterbacks.
my receivers are Pittman, Ayuk, Williams from Chicago, and Jerry Judy.
It sounds like you need to make some trades, buddy.
Yeah,
You need to make some trades
just
ASAP.
like the Jets. Jets beat the Titans last week. Who got that wrong?
Oh, I did.
I didn't.
I probably did.
Yeah, you did.
You picked the
Yeah. No, hold on.
You picked the Titans.
Yep.
Okay, see, here's the thing that gets me, and I've been trying to tell you.
And they won a crossover game.
No, no, that wasn't one. No, we had a record. Actually, I was wanted to make a bet last week. And I said, look, you had not one, not two, but 3 crossovers. If you got all 3 of them right, I was going to buy you food after the show. But you didn't want to take the bet because some told you that you didn't feel confident in who your crossover
I
picks
was
were.
mad because
And lo and
crossover on my
behold,
original picks.
you all 3 of them fell through the cracks.
Yep, that means
All 3 of them.
Yep, that means I lost all 3 games.
He lost all 3 games.
I lost all 3 because he crossed over.
All 3. I won. Okay.
He crossed over on all 3 of my games.
All 3 and lost on all of them. I was like, you gotta be kidding.
And Kim, you said he got that bad juju when he.
And I tell people all the time,
Y'all keep jinxing me.
no, because
You
no.
did
That was on you because when you make your picks 4 days in advance, something's wrong. Because you never make them that early before. And I'm thinking to myself, you leave that wide open.
I was the early bird special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
last
but,
week
but you didn't have any
normally
crossovers,
lead.
Romar.
Yeah, because he crossed over on all my games, and I was mad. I knew I was doomed then.
But I knew
First
the
game?
the minute that he crossed over, I said, I know there's gonna be at
And you
least
sitting here
one
looking at
wrong.
me like, why you snapping like that?
And I just shook my head. I'm like, bruh,
And
Mel,
here come
why?
Kevin with his gas to the fire.
Well, I tell you what, I ain't doing no
That was self-inflicted, Mel. I mean, that you cost your own self 3
No,
games.
it won't self-inflicted on him. It was
That's
self-inflicted on me.
It was no.
I would have had a half decent week if it weren't for that.
Oh man, no,
Wouldn't have been the greatest. It'll look a
no.
whole lot better.
It was a rough week across the board on everybody.
No,
For most of us, it was.
'Cause I still had
Only
a
I think 2 people out of 39 broke 10 wins.
I still had a terrible week.
Don't forget, you're not the only one.
Man, look, Rev,
Rev and Archella, shout out to them. They had the best week out of everybody. They both came out with 11 wins. That was a tough week for the majority of us.
I don't know what Tony, but But
Yeah.
he cheated somewhere.
So I got to blame him because
He
he
cheated somewhere.
he he had a crossover pick this week. He hits me up. He goes, "Yeah, I'm changing my pick from the Seahawks, from Miami to Seattle." So now he's got Seahawks this week, and I sat there thinking like, "Oh," and then your boy LJ, um, he picked the Ravens, but then he writes on there, "I'm about to check the IR report for Dallas. I might change that in the morning." I had to forewarn him. I said, "Look, be careful when you do these crossover picks because they don't end well. They're currently 0 and 6 so far.
No, they
0
5-1.
and 6.
No, they 5-1 against
And three of them
Baltimore.
belong to you. That's the worst
Oh,
part.
what? A crossover pick?
Yes, three of those belong to him. Rev had one. He tipped his hand when he had the Cowboys right, but then he changed it over to Cleveland.
Did I have one? No.
You haven't had a crossover to this point.
Well,
My crossover.
that's a word to the wise. Stay away from the crossovers. Guess who else is having a bad week? The San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he's done for
jeez.
the year.
Are you sure it's just San Francisco?
Well,
No,
they're not the only
I'm
one.
just going down the
What
line.
about the Rams?
They got hit hard too.
Oh yeah, they ain't got no receivers.
Yeah, I have Puka and Cooper Cup, and I have Debo in my fantasy, and I'm hurting this week. So
Oh, geez.
Yeah, me too. I got the same guys in different leagues, and they own the bench.
I love it because Brandon Ayuk be number one this week for Brock Purdy
Is he gonna get the ball though?
if he can get it to him.
Because he's still kind of rusty.
Who Brock Purdy? Or
No, Brandon Ayuk.
Well, you could,
I mean, you give you give him a couple of weeks because of the hangover because he got the money. So you know how people act when they get the bag.
yeah, he didn't practice at all during the summer. He held out all summer.
Yeah.
So you know you got
Allen is off.
you
yeah.
got,
This is the battle of the walking wounded.
I still got San Francisco winning this game.
I've gone the other way. And like I said, this is one of those.
You gonna trust Matthew Stafford with no receivers?
Well, the NFL is. Now hold on.
Cam, go ahead.
Now hold on.
Yeah.
See, this is why. Now this week I was torn on several games. So this is what I call the coin flip mentality this week. So there were three games that I had to flip a coin because I wasn't even confident on. I wasn't confident on this one. But I had to pick somebody, and I'm just like, all right, I might end up losing this one, maybe. But NFL, the next man steps up. And somebody unknown is going to come out of nowhere.
They playing it.
Like they're running back from San Francisco.
Oh, he.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is game being played at?
L.A., SoFi Stadium.
Oh, well, San Fran.
But then again, it doesn't matter because they're both walking wounded. And then San Fran might miss two more starters.
I like San Fran walking wounded over LA's walking wounded.
So I don't know.
Or how many offensive linemen are on that walking wounded?
What, the Rams? I
For
think.
the 49ers.
Oh. I don't
Because
know.
the
Trent Williams playing, right?
Yeah, he is.
game plan is going to be to run the ball, but they got to be able to run the ball effectively.
Oh yeah, they're gonna run the ball behind Trent Williams all game.
And a lot of teams run defenses ain't really been impressive. I know mine's the worst in the league. I get all that. But a lot of these defenses are built to be pass rushing style
I'm
defense.
glad that we ain't the best
Hey.
defense.
So
More so of a passing league now. That's why. But teams are starting to figure out because defenses are playing a lot of too high safeties. So teams are saying, okay, we'll adjust. Let's run the ball now.
So is that what they've been doing to Scary Terry?
mhm.
Well, not just him, but a lot of
I'm just saying, no, like that what Tampa Bay literally used that and shut this and made him. I didn't even know he was on the field.
Well, his problem is he's never had really a quarterback who could really get him the ball, and also a number two to stop him from being doubled nearly half the game.
I I think Noah Lyles, we might have answered that with Noah.
Maybe.
Right.
But think back on it for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Who is Washington had as a
been nothing
quarterback?
but him. Yeah,
Who is
it's
who
been
is
nothing but
Washington had
turn.
as a quarterback the last 4 or 5 years, right? Dwayne Haskins. Uh, who else?
My boy,
Heineke. Heineke. I mean, nobody's really been a threat or confident enough to throw the ball into a double team or force the ball to him. So yeah, he's going to be quiet. Going to be quiet.
Okay. The Patriots.
Jay, you want to give me Scary Terry?
The Patriots had a bad week.
Yeah.
I think I had
got
that
that
game
one
wrong.
Yeah, I think. Well, everybody in this room had the Jets.
No,
Went
we talking about the
last
Patriots
week.
Well,
game and Seahawks last week.
Then it went
We
to
all
overtime.
had that wrong.
oh. No, wait a minute. No, oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was one of the ones that you had a crossover mill and lost that one.
Yep, and
That
that's
was one
why
of the
that's
three.
why New England lost.
And I knew right then. I said, "See, the minute you cross over, I said, yep, something crazy about to happen." And
Yeah.
New England was up.
Mhm.
New England was up too. That's the bad part. Seattle had to
And
come back.
the crossover I like that I went down with the ship with the Saints and the Cowboys.
I don't understand
I
why.
didn't see that. I understand them, but I didn't see the thrashing the way it happened.
Well, okay,
If in any way I jinxed the Dallas Cowboys, so be
yeah.
it.
Oh, jeez,
Man,
I
man.
consider that a win.
that was a butt whipping. They harm
And
pots.
what makes it so bad? The Cowboys previously won 16 games in a row at home, but the last two home games they got boat raced.
So the question is it Dak's fault or is it more so on the defense of the Cowboys?
It's
I,
Jerry's fault.
well, okay, all right. Since you asked this one, I'm glad you said something, Derek. I would say in this case, I'd say more the defense.
Yeah.
Because I say the defense. Why? Because you cannot let. I mean, Alvin Kamara is great, but you cannot let him get off the way he did.
Yeah.
Like he single handedly shredded the line.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looked so. I mean, it was too painful to watch as a fan of the game.
Was it painful?
As a fan, well, especially if you're a Cowboy fan, it was too painful.
Oh.
They didn't see that coming. But I mean, like,
Choose your words wisely, Kevin.
what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Just choose your words wisely because
Oh yeah.
I'm feeding off of your energy because
Hey, look. I'm
I could-
sorry.
I could-
Hey,
it felt
hey.
like releasing some balloons in the air.
We gotta call spades around here. I mean, but yeah, that was a surprise. It was a surprise, and
It was surprising that they got dragged like that.
yeah. I mean, I figure I figure it'd be a much closer game.
after giving a brother $60 million
Now, okay,
a year.
I guess Mel. I guess I can take a little bit of the blame for this one, only because when I told you last week, I said a team that scores 40 one week, they usually lose the next week.
Had that.
Okay, all right. So I guess I do take a little bit of the blame pie for that. Because apparently that theory got thrown out the window when they scored 35 points at halftime. And what makes this okay, well, but the bad part was they gave up 92 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
92.
And somehow, some way, my Eagles are going to beat them Sunday.
I don't have them giving the Eagles a 40 ball.
I don't know.
I got them. I definitely got them giving the Eagles 30.
I don't know.
So with that being said, fellow
We're just talking about the Cowboys.
co-host, do you guys believe
Right
that Tampa,
I had to
that
come in. I
Tampa
put it
and the
first
Saints are the
Tell you
favorites
guys
in the
to talk about the
NFC right now?
Cowboys.
Huh?
Do you guys
Can
feel
you hear
that Tampa and the Saints are the favorites in the NFC right
Uh,
now? I know it's early, but
Yeah, they can hear me? Okay.
No, the Saints ain't defeated.
Like my guest was talking.
Oh, your guests are talking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come back and talk a little bit.
Well, put a headset on.
I don't think the Saints are the favorite, but if I had to look at it through the first 2 weeks, going into week 3,
yeah,
The Saints and the Bucks are the best two teams in the NFC.
And that's what I'm asking. Yeah. So is that what you feel? Okay.
Now I don't really. Right now they are, but
They look the best.
They
Hey,
look
guys.
for right now.
That's
For
what
right
you
now.
gotta,
but
you gotta give that to them.
somewhat tell me the best team in the NFL by the end of the season.
No, just NFC right now. Just NFC.
I'm just saying the best team out of the NFC by the end of this year. It looks like it's gonna come out of the division with the Minnesota Vikings and the Packers. I got Detroit being the best team in the NFC this year.
Okay.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't they just drop one?
They did. But who was it that beat them?
This ain't the same Detroit that we used to seeing.
Who was it that beat Detroit though?
Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I mean, but hey, we done seen Baker Mayfield play great and play trash for two.
Right. But I think the favorites coming into the year were Detroit, San Francisco, Dallas, and Philly. And right now, looking at those four, we aren't seeing anything as far as.
I don't think Philly was favored. I think there was more of on a wait and see.
Well, I mean, they was in the conversation.
Right.
It was in the backhand. No, they were. I don't think it was in the conversation.
I mean, they had to slide that one in.
He don't want them to be part of the conversation.
See, no, but
we don't deserve to be a part of the conversation.
Now, what's missing in all of this, guys? It takes at least 4 weeks or so to establish your identity.
Exactly.
So this is one of those things. The first 2 weeks, do not put that much stock in it. And I say this because look on the Saints end. Yeah, they're running hot right now. But it would not surprise me if they're the ones that they peak too early and then they start falling off
I
late.
can't say that because if you look at the way that the offensive coordinator calls plays, he calls the right play on whatever down and what needs to be done on that possession.
But
He's playing great. He's making great calls, far as moving the chains,
it's all well and good.
and he catches and somehow, some way, Derek Carr catches you slipping on something.
And well, the thing is, because
They got great young
we've been
receivers.
trashing
Let's not do that.
and we've been trashing Derek Carr in the past.
But see,
Y'all have.
but look,
I haven't. Y'all have.
guess what they got right now?
Can't
They
say.
got that veteran on that defensive side of the ball, Cam Hayward. Got that locker room and got them young boys balling. Because I think the best thing about the Saints is their young receiving core and their young defensive backs.
But you know what?
They
though?
are the young. Those are the youngest parts of their team. The receiving
That's
core
good.
and the cornerback.
Right. That's all. That's great.
And Cam Hayward got them young boys in that secondary ear in that locker room.
My biggest concern is how long is that going to last? Is this one of those I call flavor of the month?
No,
You don't think so?
this real.
Or it's gonna be one of those? Oh, they're gonna fall in the same trap Philly did
No,
last year.
I don't think so. No, but as of right now, I think the Saints real.
Now, right now, we're in week 3.
What's the coordinator's name?
I don't even know his name.
His name is Clint Kubiak.
Kubiak.
Or that girl.
Oh yeah, because that's the thing.
That girl,
Everybody's praising him, giving him flowers. Everybody's like basically like,
I give
hyping
you-
him up and all.
I give you. All right, today's trivia question
Mhm.
involves this particular scenario. I mean,
Okay.
okay. Dallas Cowboys' last 3 losses
Mhm.
were to Green Bay,
Yep.
New Orleans,
Yep.
San Francisco. I think it might have been another loss in between, but out those 3, the ones that really embarrassed them, the one that really destroyed them at home when it mattered. What do those 3 players, or what do those 3 teams have in common?
But they threw a 40 piece.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not what. That's yeah. Out of that, what is synopsis with those 3 franchises?
The name Kubiak.
Kubiak. What about
It's the daddy. Gary.
him? Nah, that I mean, true, but that's not it.
That they ran through the line,
Yeah.
It's probably a Gary Kubiak
or
system
or
that they
or,
run
or
with.
are you saying somebody's responsible for this?
Yes, you're
Okay.
on it.
Somebody came from the Gary Kubiak
No,
branch, tree branch.
Kubiak and LaFleur came from the Shanahan coaching tree.
Yeah, Gary Kubiak was under him as the offensive coordinator
Oh,
in all three places.
in Denver back in the day.
Hmm.
And Gary Kubiak became Denver head coach after Shanahan lost the job.
So that's what kind of consistency you're going to get from the New Orleans
Oh, you
Saints.
went way to the vault for that one.
But you can tell because of the, like you said, their offensive ran. It's the Denver, it's the old school Denver
And the Dallas
offense.
Cowboys can't beat it.
So
Hold
what you
on.
saying? There's a blueprint out there.
Yeah, it is. Run to the left side of the field. Because that's all the Gary Kubiak defense did. Offense did. With Terrell Davis and everything. They ran.
And that's
They ran to the left
and
side of
that's
the
how
field.
and that's how Alvin Kamara got off.
To the left
Run to
side
the
of the
left
field.
side of the field. They couldn't stop
Because their
it.
strongest block, because they put their strongest blockers to the left of the quarterback.
And we see the same thing in where Romar. And you mentioned it so many times too.
What?
Trent Williams
Yeah.
to the left side. So the left side is the best place to go.
Okay. And you know why?
And why is that?
Because the left side is the blind side.
Not too many people on that. There's more people going to be on the strong side. That's more off. It's more of an off
So
tackle.
the right side is a stronger side.
So yeah. So basically, you run to the left. You probably got one or two people to beat, and you off to the
We
races.
seen the movie. Lawrence Taylor made it possible for Trent Williams to get the money that he gets because he's a left tackle.
That's
The
right.
most gruesome injury in NFL history
Oh,
came from the left side of the field when Lawrence Taylor broke Joe Theismann leg.
and that's why it all originated. The blind side.
And speaking of, we want to talk about that game. That's the game we all did get right. The Commanders did beat the
Go ahead and
Giants.
say it because
That was the game I was actually worried about too.
them 7 field goals should have been 49 points.
All right, now hold on. Now I got a stat for you, which is going to blow you away. Listen to this: the Giants were the first team in history to lose in regulation by scoring 3 touchdowns and not allowing none.
Brian
about that for a
Daboll
second.
is the sole reason why Nick Sirianni's hot seat is not so high.
What did I tell you when we talked earlier this week? Even though I picked my Commanders, who I see have a good game against us all the time.
Daniel Jones.
And that was a game that
and what he did.
He played all right.
We are 0-6 against Daniel Jones.
we was.
He played all right. He played a decent game.
But see, and the thing that gets me, you
And the
can
crazy thing
you
is,
can make the Sawyer's quarterback halfway decent.
man, they made them. I watched that game. I looked at that game and I
It was
forgot
too
that
many
Saquon
numbers.
Barkley ever was a running back for them because the way the running backs was eating us up and down the field.
You and the defense had a hard time stopping them.
I'm
At
surprised
times.
that
The
we
refs
the 20,
didn't.
I'm surprised that we 21 in defense. I'm surprised that we the 21st.
Well, I mean, we got cooked in week 1 and against
We got
Tampa.
cooked in week 2.
Yeah, we
Thank
did.
God that we had.
I mean, there should be no reason why we struggling
but
against them.
our quarterback. I'm going to say this. We got a good quarterback.
Okay, now
We got a good
let me.
quarterback.
I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you 2 more takeaways on this. Number one,
I'm back. I done bought in.
okay. Jane Daniels needs to learn how to slide. He's gonna get himself destroyed doing what he's been doing. You got to work on your slide. That's the first thing they teach
Because
you.
if you ain't gonna slide, you ain't gonna make it.
I'm
You're
sorry.
not
I
gonna make
mean,
it to the end of the season.
you almost got your ass whooped.
Hey,
Boom.
hold on.
Almost, he did that element.
But
look,
like I
Straight
say,
to
he
his
could have
head.
got himself seriously injured
Hey,
doing
look.
what he was doing.
He
It's
was seriously injured.
nobody. It's
It could
nobody.
have ended up worse.
It's nobody teaching these young quarterbacks how to slide. And the greatest at the slide to me was Mr. John Elway. He had the most perfect slide in the world.
You got to work. You got your landing is needs some
John
work.
Elway like
I
a
take
last
that.
one.
I
I'm
take it.
sorry. I'm sorry. You
You're
got to
not,
work
you're
on that
not going to
slide.
agree with me, but the best slide in the game is Kyler Murray.
No,
Now,
I'm sorry.
no.
He
now,
has the best slide in the game.
Right now,
Yes.
I'm talking about the perfect
Yes.
technique, everything.
Yes. Technique, everything.
Oh, did you
I'm
know?
not saying he's a better quarterback than John
Oh,
Elway. I'm not putting him in that category. I'm just saying.
because you referring it to a because it's baseball.
Yes, but if you watch him slide.
Okay, so did you know that John Elway played baseball?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now, my other
it's the same
takeaway.
thing.
Yeah.
Now, here's the other takeaway. When you in the red
That
zone,
leg right there,
Mm-hmm.
that right leg behind that left leg,
Mm-hmm.
Now-
Tuck it in.
like you still in the base. Yep.
Yeah. Tuck in, tuck your body in.
John Elway could be Elijah one. Have a slide cap.
oh
Kyler
just
Murray
like-
could too.
Hey, look, Elijah Warren had a big man camp, and everybody pay him to come get them post moves. John Elway need to get paid to teach people how to slide.
but yeah, that needs whatever it is. He's got to work on that. The other takeaway is you get in the red zone, and you cannot have false start penalties over and over again.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, man.
That does not no. I mean,
The refs stopped it on. The refs
That
stopped
was
the
beyond
run
ridiculous.
before the defense did.
you're in the red zone 4 different times, and how the hell you commit 4 false starts in a row? Are you serious?
Kev, you probably thought
Or the
that.
league, or the illegal formation that they cracking down.
I mean, but my thing is, those like that, usually 99% of the time you lose games that way. Or with self-inflicted penalties, you got to clean that up.
Please hope that I'm the only one that picked my team to win on Monday.
So I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was one of the ugliest wins ever seen. But at the same time, we got a lot of work to do. We got to clean that up. There's certain things you got to clean up, and that's one of them.
Another one I got wrong: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Lions.
Yeah, well,
That was
no, I had Tampa right, but that was one of those. I just got lucky with that pick. But I wasn't really surprised. Detroit lost that on his own.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same. It was the same game
And-
from the playoffs.
And the coach knew about it. He took on it. He owned it. He owned it at the press conference.
Yeah,
I don't blame
I
him
still
for
got
that.
faith in the Lions. I think both these teams are playoff teams, and I know
I
it's
still
week
think
two.
they'll be good.
I know it's week 2, but I still think the Lions are good.
Could you see this as
I'm not going to be worried about that
Yeah,
right
good.
now.
This could be an NFC championship match.
The sky's the limit. The Packers. I had this one wrong because
I
I had zero
yeah.
faith in Malik Willis.
I had that one right regardless.
I had zero faith in Malik Willis, but credit to Matt LaFleur,
I
the
love-
Shanahan
yeah.
project. What did he do? He ran the ball like 50 times. I can't be mad at him, bro. He ran the ball like 50 times.
Yeah, I lost that one too.
I did.
Don't feel bad.
I wish Nick Sirianni would do it, to be honest with you.
Oh boy.
But that's neither here or there. Another one I got wrong was the Rams and the Cardinals. Like I told you, Kyler Murray got the best slide in the
That was
game.
a crossover game. Another crossover.
Yeah, and they slid the Rams.
And also that made it bad for me.
Oh man.
So everything's not too bad. My bad about the Steelers and the Broncos. Ugh,
Yeah, that was the other one.
Yeah.
That was the third one.
my bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
offer no excuses.
Okay, so in this case, yeah,
Yeah, I should have.
This is one of those that Bo Nix is not. It's going to take a while before he wins his first game.
Bo Nix could have won that game long as Mill didn't go with
Mhm. Well, the game I did get right was that thrill of the Chiefs and the Bengals.
Oh, and that was a classic one.
him. On a crossover thing.
No, I mean, everybody had that right, but that game would have ended the other way.
Interception.
The intercept. Oh, so Romar, I'm glad you said that. So when your boy had his 17th interception, got called back by the refs because of a defensive penalty. 17 that been called back,
That means 17 people on the side of the field could
but because
call
there was a
made that
penalty,
penalty.
it wiped it out.
What? That ain't his fault. That's on the defensive play.
Yeah. Now that could have gone. That could have gone either way with that last one.
That ain't favoritism, kid.
No, that's why I'm asking.
That ain't favoritism.
I'm not. I'm just asking.
It's on the other person because they made the boo boo. They
So-
made the boo boo.
So on that last pass interference call, you do agree with it?
Yeah, that was the right call.
Okay.
He got
All right.
caught.
That was the right call. He was there early.
And look,
I'm just making sure.
one thing that you got to understand about Patrick Mahomes, like even when he throw the ball and he know he shouldn't throw the ball in certain situations, he knows there's a 50-50 chance that the defensive player is going to help him out. That's why he goes and throws the ball into some of those situations. He ain't got. It's no way that you are throwing in those situations trusting your receiver. He understands the game. I'm gonna throw it in his direction.
That was
just because
that was the best game of the weekend to me.
And just because you know it's ball hungry defensive players out there, guess what's gonna happen? They gonna create them. They gonna save me from making that bad decision. And that's all that happened.
So this disputes the fact that he doesn't have the referees in his back pocket, do you?
No, because man,
I don't.
to me,
Yeah, go ahead.
when it come down to Patrick Mahomes, he a thinker.
True.
He make decisions because of the scenarios that might play out, and that ain't got nothing to do with analytics. That's just all got to do with him being a athlete. It's a 50-50 chance with everything, and he'll take those shots. He take those odds. Just so happen they always come out on his side of it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best game of the weekend to me.
Y'all said last year Vegas had everything to do with how they won a lot of their games.
And
Well, Patrick Mahomes got everything to do with the way they win their games.
Yep.
It ain't Vegas, no nothing. They won the Super Bowl as a 9-17 last year. Was that Vegas? Or was that just Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid?
Well, we gonna see this year.
Interesting point.
Last game we're gonna talk about from last week. We all got the Bears and the Texans won right.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody pick Chicago.
Seen it again.
Yeah. And you know, so I'm glad you mentioned this one. Roma, I'm sure you caught on to this one too. Now, CJ Stroud was trying to give advice to Caleb, and Caleb didn't want to hear none of it.
I definitely. Caleb trying to, like CJ said, I won't trying to big bro him. I was just trying to give him advice from last year rookie to this year's number, from last year's number. You know what I'm saying? From one quarterback to another, from one young black quarterback to another young black quarterback. I'm trying to give you advice because CJ or nobody in the NFL seen the year that he had last year. He didn't predict that himself. So he telling you, even though he went like number two, but I had number one pick season last year.
Mhm.
You the number one pick. These people these people traded away and built a house around you before you got here. Listen to these words of advice from me. He took it as like, oh, you trying to love brother, which is wrong. Which was wrong from him because I'm gonna take advice from somebody that even got 1 or 2 years better experience than me. They done seen some things that I don't know. They might know some things that I don't know.
Yeah, obviously it was not received the way that we were looking at it.
No, because see, because Caleb is in his head, I'm number one pick. But Caleb, you number one, but guess what's happening to you?
You know what?
That guy in that guy in DC at number two outplaying you all the way around the board. He's playing like
Well, what he should have been telling him, if you look at that brother that got took number one last year, you see where he's at right now.
he's on the bench. Don't and I you probably told him, don't beat Bryce Young.
Oh gosh. Now, I will say this, one more to your credit, you did call this months ago when even before the draft started, how Caleb was overrated.
Yes.
And it's already the cracks already starting to show between because he ain't got no help from the offensive line. Now there's word on the street DJ Moore is not feeling him either because now if you also the body language never is a dead giveaway. Now there's this one play, Mark. You probably saw this too, but Caleb to throw some wild pass. DJ Moore wasn't able to catch it, and like he just lays it on the ground with his helmet off. He's like, "What's going on with this dude?"
But hold on. Before it was something that I seen before the draft too. He wanted stake into the team if they was going to draft him number one.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, they ain't looking good right now.
And look, it never looks good when you paint your fingernails.
Oh my god!
Never did. So let's look how we into this. We gotta get into this week's picks.
All right,
And where WB go?
he outside somewhere.
WB.
Let's get into this week's picks. We had the Jets over the Patriots 24-3.
Yep. So we all of us got it right.
Yeah, thank God that wasn't a crossover.
Well, it ain't gonna be a crossover this week. Like I said, I hope I'm the only one
You do. You are.
out of the whole
oh,
pick'em roster.
as far as picking the Eagles,
Yes.
no, no, because your boy LJ, he already hit me up. He was like, yeah, he already got Eagles too, and I'm sure several other people gonna be in there
But
too.
on this show right now,
Well, as
you are
far
probably the only one.
as far as us
Yep.
four, maybe probably so.
No, because
Unless Sonya picked the Eagles, right?
no, I'm not counting. I already know that she is definitely not picking those people.
All we gotta do is run the football
It's WB. It's WB that is most likely to pick the Eagles.
and trust the receivers other than the
What,
Devontae Smith.
And AJ Brown is not playing.
what receivers you got besides Devontae?
Well, Johnny Wilson might not play either.
Oh, Donald.
Brendan Covey, he trusted him a lot.
You got Donald.
And what about Dotson, the one y'all just grabbed from?
That's the one I'm getting to. I know we just got him. He had I think he had 1 or 2 catches last week. He's got to be implementing more, especially Dallas Goddard. I mean, it's time we got to feed these guys because we already know that Devontae Smith's going to get double teamed. Saquon still got to trust him a little more in the pass game, but we got to run heavy with him. He needs about 25 touches. We're going to win this game. We're not going to win this game by in a shootout. In a shootout with them and they're down. That's a track. That's a track meet. Rashid Shaheed's going to eat. Alvin Kamara's going to eat. That's why I'm starting him in my fantasy league.
Against who?
Against my Eagles. So what?
No, who you play against?
Oh yeah, against you. Everything's pointing to us getting dog walked. I get all that. But I ain't picking my squad to lose. So next. Oh, anybody? Oh, yeah. All right. Chargers versus Steelers. Anybody?
Well, I got the Saints. I got the Steelers.
I got Pittsburgh too, but that was one of my coin flips because now they're playing at home. Now Justin Herbert, he's questionable. Now if he can't play, who's got Eastern Stick? I think is his name.
Oh no, Heineke is there.
Justin Herbert's going to play.
But even so, he's not 100%.
Right.
But Heineke would be the starter if he did. Because he signed with the Chargers.
Yeah, it's still gonna take him a while to get committed. Give him a couple of weeks, but they're not gonna throw him in off the street already.
Heineke been with them before the season started.
And they talk about Easton Stick, the backup.
As far as I know of.
They don't say a lot about Heineke.
Now, again, I forgot about him too.
Who is Easton Stick?
Well, he was a backup last year, but he lost the last 4 games.
Who Heineke?
No, not Heineke. Easton Stick. I know that. Yes, I don't know why
I'm
that.
not going to even see what I just
No, I'm thinking I'm not. And then of course, yeah. So I'm going with the Steelers. I'm taking my chances with this one.
I got Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, you did. I think all 3 of us got Pittsburgh.
All right, so the next game up is the Texans and the Vikings.
I got Texas.
I trust CJ more than I trust Sam Darnold for now.
Sam Darnold.
Now, yeah, and that's a big surprise because
Justin might not be playing in this game.
really. See, I did. Yeah, he did get injured towards the end of that one.
So yeah, he might not be playing.
So, but like I said, but on the offensive side of Houston, they got some bad cats down there.
Mixon ain't playing.
No, yeah, Mixon is out, but you still got some. Hey, look, you still got Stephon Diggs. You still got who else you got? You got was it Nico?
Nico Collins.
Nico Collins. You got to watch out for him.
They got weapons.
Oh, yeah.
But I got Texans.
Yeah, all 3 of us got Houston in this one.
All right, the Bucks versus the Broncos. We mailing this one in.
Yeah. Well, for us, it's across the board. We got Tampa.
The Bucks over the Broncos. We got all right. Next, the Tennessee Titans versus the Green Bay Packers.
And you picked Tennessee.
I'm going with. I think that's what the Vegas line was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now, Tennessee -3.
So okay, they're at Tennessee. Now, is Jordan Love playing? Is the question.
Jordan Love is going to play.
If Jordan Love, okay, so let me ask you this: if Jordan Love is playing, Could this be a crossover game for you?
I didn't think. I want to stick to my guns. I really do. But if Jordan Love is playing,
He's not 100% though, but he is coming to play.
a
If
fifty
if this
percent Jordan
true,
Love is better than a better. That's a better option than
and Tennessee did come close to beating the Jets last week. They did themselves in with bad, quarterback play. With Will Levis is the quarterback.
I see. He's not. I don't know if he's going to play or not.
Who, Levis?
No, I don't know if Jordan Love is going to
Oh
play.
yeah.
I don't. So I'm gonna go. I'm a.
You're gonna stay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay pat.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay pat.
All right.
Because even that tells me that he's still not 100%.
Well, I
And
mean, he won't be 100% either, even if he's playing.
and Tennessee is going. Tennessee is not going to. It's not going to do what the last team did. Just allow them to just get ran all over. I
No,
don't see that
I
with
mean,
Tennessee.
they're not. I don't see
They're going to
them
force
lying
them to pass.
down and it's
Yeah, I don't see that philosophy happen like that 2 weeks in a row.
yeah. I don't see a high scoring game.
Yeah, so I'm
So if you got
even though I don't like Tennessee.
think of it
So
this way.
I just kept it at the Vegas line. Vegas still had him at -3. Hey, I'm going with Vegas.
But you also got a former quarterback who used to play for Tennessee going against. That's interesting actually, low key, Malik Willis.
Yeah.
So that may play a factor. I think they're doing this to protect Jordan Love for another week because if you want to see a quarterback who you traded for, now he's coming back home
Right.
against Tennessee. I like the strategy. I like the strategy. I think and it's smart to keep him out for at least one more week. It's smart, in my opinion. So,
I can go along with that.
mhm.
Okay, so next one on deck. Oh, the Giants
Oh,
and the
jeez.
Browns. So no wonder everybody left. These games suck.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would have done the same thing too. But
I think we both got.
I got
Cleveland.
we all got Cleveland, but something tells me something funky's gonna happen with that one. I still don't trust Deshaun Watson 100%.
This
And
game is in
and,
Cleveland.
and the Giants might mess around and actually do something.
On the road in Cleveland.
Well, okay, the defense, okay, but I'm gonna tell you the one receiver you got to watch for it because he he was dragging up Malik Neighbors. He was dragging us.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors is going to be a talent.
So that right there,
I hope that the Giants don't waste.
and the Giants put him to good use against us
Yeah,
because that was his go-to on crucial second, third down situations. Malik Neighbors was the man. We couldn't stop him at all. And now the one thing that it was a weird game last week because you lost your kicker right at the beginning of the game. So I think Gano, he got injured right out the gate.
He was already injured from last week. That's the indictment.
Yeah. Well, he got injured at kickoff.
And you didn't sign nobody. You ain't bring nobody up.
They had no kicker at all. So every time they scored a touchdown, they had to go for two.
That's on the head coach. That is on the head coach.
Yeah. So
You knew this kicker was injured all week long. You get inside nobody to a 10-day contract to kick field goals for you. That's on coach.
and then we just picked up a kicker who saved the game for us. You got to kick off the street.
He was the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Saved
Seven.
the game.
What are the odds?
Field goals.
What are the odds that you picked the kickoff off the street and he kicked 7 field goals in one game.
When you keep the game simple like that, that's what happens.
7 for 7. That's insane.
Stop getting,
We on the Giants and Cavaliers, Browns. So
Give me my massage parlor.
we're going to the massage parlor after the game. We going to massage envy somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, we all got Cleveland, but I got a weird feeling about this game.
He got an injury to both feet.
Who?
Miles Garrett, and he's playing through it. He's trying to play through it until the end of the year. So,
well, he should be able to handle the Giants offense.
And I think Jared Judy and Amari Cooper can play like receivers this game.
Yeah, they're not gonna be contested much. Okay, got another game for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Man, interest you in the Chicago Bears?
No.
And the Indianapolis Colts.
Give me Anthony Richardson.
I'm taking Colts.
I think I took the Vegas line on that one. I got the Colts too.
Oh yeah, see that? Stop bringing your bad juju in here.
What bad juju?
You know your Vegas line don't add up for people in.
My Vegas line work is when I go against it. That's the problem.
Are you saying the math ain't mathing, Romar?
Yeah, his math don't be mad. Trying to win.
Oh, it don't work for you. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad, bro. I tighten up.
Oh man,
I tighten
that's
up.
sad.
But now to get his next pick because Vegas got the Raiders over the Panthers.
Here we go.
The world got.
All right. Okay.
The whole world got.
All right.
I don't know. I mean,
You know what? Now,
I don't.
Hold on.
The Red Rocket is starting. Andy
Dalton is starting. Bryce Young got benched.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did I pick the Panthers?
Yeah, you did.
Because you know why?
Because Bryce Young ain't playing for starters.
That's right. Whenever Andy Dalton plays,
he's a
Adam Thielen eats. No, in this offense, bro, listen to me.
But he's a solid quarterback, though.
Whenever he plays, that's when Adam Thielen eats.
I'm not gonna cross over. Even though
I gotta keep that.
It eats me up.
Oh, you know what? This could be one of those things we gonna laugh.
I didn't go with Vegas on this pick.
What state? Yeah.
No. This could be one of those that we laugh now and cry later.
That's gonna be.
I'm gonna have to live with it. I ain't doing no crossover.
No, my 3 points right there if they win.
So, Romar, this is one of those we're laughing at him now, but we this is one of those we laugh now and cry later.
Yeah.
I can sense this coming.
I forgot the Red Rocket is side.
Now,
and they do look like a different team.
Okay, anytime.
Maybe their number one receiver, their rookie wide receiver get off in this game too.
And this will be the one time Carolina would go against everything and start surprising this game. And again, when you got a quarterback that throws 84 yards last week.
I didn't even know that they gave up the first and a second round pick. They gave up their first round pick in this year's draft. And last year, well, we might as well, I'm going to say this year, but it's going to be registered as last year's draft.
Look at
that second round pick in the 2025 draft for Bryce Young.
Look at the players that they gave or what they gave up on.
DJ
Moore, CMC. Who else? There was somebody else that
did they really do all this just to get Bryce Young there to succeed?
2 firsts, a second, and a third, which they still have not given them yet. They still owe them a second from next year.
Oh, they've been playing with house money for the last couple years.
Yeah, I now see
They
now.
still owe the Bears a second.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna end up with the number one pick again this year. They're gonna trade Bryce Young to somebody else.
They ain't gonna get nothing higher than the 5th.
All
They
right.
don't care. They as long as they get rid of Bryce Young.
All right. Hey, Romo, you ready for this hot take? Now, you probably seen this too. One of the reasons why I'm hearing that Bryce Young is struggling so bad, well, apparently they had his girlfriend or ex or soon to be ex girlfriend on the TVs on the jumbotron at the Eagles game this past week, and now she's dating Tyrese Maxey.
From the 76.
Uh huh.
That's his problem.
Yeah, it ain't
So I'm
Bryce.
thinking like with
That ain't
G.
got nothing with Bryce problem.
That's his problem.
Well,
Bryce been trash with or without
Yeah. Good.
him. Yeah.
More power to him.
yeah. Well,
Speaking of quarterbacks we need to be concerned about that we ain't talked about yet, the Seahawks against the Dolphins.
Who is the Miami Dolphins starting quarterback?
It's gonna be Skylar
Skylar
Thompson.
Thompson.
And can I buy anybody got stock in the Dolphins this week? Let's just cut to the chase.
Not really.
Yeah.
Now, and your boy's not playing today
We
either.
know somebody that got stopped.
Rev.
Well, Rev will pick his team to lose.
But
He has in the past.
Oh, okay.
but
he will
but he's swapping. No,
Oh well, see, I'm gonna say I'm going with the Seahawks for the simple fact that Miami is traveling with them. They ain't traveling to Miami. Well, are
no,
No,
it's
Dolphins
it's
are
in
traveling to
Seattle.
Seattle.
they? Yeah. So yeah.
It's on the West Coast.
I know I got the Seahawks in that one, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we all got Seattle for this one.
Okay. Next one up. Let's see how we divide on this one. The Cowboys are hosting the Baltimore Ravens.
Give me Lamar.
I got Baltimore too.
I don't have the Cowboys.
I didn't go for my Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Now, I'm glad we touched on this
You
game.
went with the Cowboys.
Now, who? Me?
I think I picked the Ravens.
You did. Us three picked Baltimore. Baltimore is a must win for them tomorrow. Because
It's a must win for both teams.
Yeah, it's a must win for both.
yeah, but it's worse on Baltimore's end because they gave away two of them.
Not really.
You cannot start 0-3 in that division you in.
Hey, look. Well, I mean,
You can't start 1-3 in ours.
Yeah, or 1 and 2. And it's so crazy. Guess who is at the
You
top?
still could. You can get away with the NFC East, but you can't do it in the AFC.
No, you can't.
No. Anybody that starts off 1-2 is on the hot seat.
And see, and
Anybody.
Well,
I don't care if you
but hold on,
McCarthy, Dabo, or Sirgar. You 1-2, you're on the hot seat.
Kid, and I'm rocking with Mill on this for the simple fact because everybody divisional schedule starts in November or December. You cannot stand a chance to lose a non-conference game this early. I mean, even though everybody besides the Giants got a victory in the division, that one that out.
you mean Washington was the only team that won the weekend, right?
I mean, but still, it's still 3 teams tied at 1-1.
Well, yeah,
But
that's
right,
why. Right.
right now, even the emergency part, you can't start 1 and 2.
But you still got a long way to go.
Put it like this:
I get it's a long way
I
to
would
go.
say anybody that come out this week out of our division, 2-1, is the front runner to win the division.
I get it's a long season, but you don't want to be talked about as
Yeah,
written
that
off.
early. Yeah, because you can get written off that early with a 1 and 2 start.
And like I said, especially with all 3 of these coaches, who's to say? Like
Yeah, we
we
got
after the Saints, we got the Buccaneers. Right? If we start off 1-3,
or 1 and 4.
Nick Sirianni might be gone by then.
Well,
By the bye week.
it's gonna be hotter. The seat's gonna be hotter Well, I guess the question is going to be whose seat is going to be hotter if those three teams lose.
Kevin, we got the only coach that has nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
Every game means everything to the other three coaches.
The pressure is on. The pressure is on them.
Pressure
The
is
safest
on all
one out,
three of them.
the safest one out the three is McCarthy because I don't see Jerry Jones firing McCarthy in the middle of the season.
He's not going
Yeah,
to.
no, he's not.
I don't
This
think.
gonna be his last year.
I don't think none of the coaches is going to get fired mid-season.
No,
None of them.
it's gonna be all of them last year.
Sirianni might get fired.
Now, well, if
He might.
it depends how it plays out, and they got to let this play out the whole way.
If we start off 1-3, that might happen then.
Yeah, not
If it
not in
doesn't
the first
happen
month.
then it's not at all.
No,
You say
no.
You say Mike McCarthy is the safest.
Yeah. Only reason why I say I know for a fact
Oh, Dayball
he'll last the end of the season.
Dayball lose this game.
But
I don't know if Dayball's gonna last.
Dayball lose this game. He's replaced by week 6.
So you saying Dayball's on the hottest seat?
He def-
All three are
what
hot.
you saying?
All three are hot. But
Yeah,
if you had to pick one, you going with New York,
yeah.
right? Okay, all right. Mill, same question to you. The hottest seat out of the three. You said the safest is McCarthy. Who between Sirianni and Dayball, who's on the hotter seat at this point?
I would agree. I would say Brian Dayball, but I don't see them. I don't see the Giants doing
Stupid.
Yeah, I don't see them Giants carrying this out the way we would carry it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have them on the same length of a leash. By week 4, if you're 1-4, if you're 1-3 by week 4, you gotta go. I don't see the Giants pulling the trigger.
I don't see that either. I will probably say
Philly needs to pull that trigger that early, so that's why I said.
I think Sirianni to me is on the hottest seat out of the three because they've been talking about you guys more than they talked about the Giants and the same. Well, they did mention the Cowboys some, but they were dragging y'all as far as the major
Yeah,
networks.
because everybody else is telling the personnel issue.
I mean,
our issue is strictly play calling.
And you know what?
And the bad thing is, because I know you've been hearing, I know you got tired of hearing all the chatter.
No, I wanted to hear it. We look so bad. I said let us have it.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but
I want to see how worse it got.
In your travels every day, you listen to podcasts all week long. You talk to people on the radio and all that. You was like, look.
And I want to say y'all went easy on us.
All day Tuesday, I was talking with Eagles fans at work. And one of my own was like, man, and I feel sick for you guys because that one play call. And look, what made it so crazy, because me and WB just finished the show. So we concluded, and then I'm thinking to myself, okay, and if the Eagles was about to run out the clock, and I was about to cut off the game, and something told me no. And when I saw him say, and I was like, you got to be kidding. I said, nah, ain't no way possible they're going to lose this game. And even up by 6, I'm thinking they got to go the whole length of the field. But there was no rush at all. Nothing. It would shock me. I think, really? Like, they just let him get off with
They sent
and
4.
all he did.
I'm thinking, oh, you got to be kidding me.
And what he did, just throw it to the sidelines, get all the bounds, catch the
That's why we look so bad. We sent 4, drop back 7 the entire game.
And what the bad thing was,
and didn't defend against the sideline.
You can't because you got 7 guys dropping back.
But regardless, you got 7 dropping back. You tell them you know to defend the sidelines. The sidelines is either your best friend or your worst enemy in those situations. As a quarterback, what you telling your receivers? Get open enough, catch the ball inbounds, and take a step.
We couldn't even stop them going up the middle, though, bro.
Yeah, Bijan.
And the worst thing was they
I ain't gonna even lie.
and they
Bijan look like your running back. Look how your running back
We
should have
can't
been the
stop
whole
it.
game.
What's the angle they went, bro?
and they didn't have any timeouts.
Hey, look, man, Bijan looked like Saquon while Saquon was on the bench. Cause he ate against Philly all night.
They
Running the
they
ball,
look the
catching the
same.
ball, he ate.
Whoever got the ball the most is going to win.
Boy, I looked at that jump and I was looking at my fantasy jump. I was like, man, whoever got him, he getting them some money tonight.
And I had a bad feeling, and I told everybody even then it was going to be on upset alert. Then
Mill said
That's it too.
Mill said
Yeah.
that. Mill told me that off air, and I want to have more than regular conversations. He was like, I ain't gonna say nothing on the show, but
oh Lord,
we are all upset alerts.
oh I put that out there on Friday. I was like,
I
yeah.
said, man, you
Nah,
want to
this
tell me
we
that.
talking about last. This is like
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, last week.
Oh, you talking about like or before I put it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I found out he had a hamstring injury, and he's going to be out.
Yeah, AJ's out, so we all upset alert.
Yeah, well, I remember you did tell me off the air too, Mel. I was like, well, I ain't want to say nothing.
Yeah, after the last show,
Exactly.
right out here.
Yeah, we were outside. We were like, you know,
said,
I ain't
it's
want to
too
tell,
late-
man. I ain't
it's
want to
too
say
late
nothing.
to cross over.
Yeah, I already had like 3 crossovers. I wasn't gonna cross over my own team.
No, well, that wasn't gonna work. But
Why not? When y'all pressure, boy.
he's not going to. I don't blame Mel for that. I don't blame Mel for
I
what
gotta
that.
stick to my fanhood, man.
You got to. In this case, I can understand.
Your fandom is still in question.
No. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Look. Lions against the Cardinals, man. We off the rails, bro. Lions against
Yeah,
the
we
Cardinals.
know.
The Lions.
I got Detroit.
I think I had Detroit too.
Yes.
Detroit, this is a big game for Detroit. I know they traveling to Arizona, but the way they lost the game last week,
they got to show and prove this week.
Yeah, they got some.
they got to handle. They got to take care of business.
They got to stand on business this week, and I don't see Arizona putting up 41 again.
And then on the flip side, if the Cardinals win this game, then it's going to be because Kyler Murray has shown some maturity and he balled out once again. So then we have to put some respect on them because then they'll be 2-1. Both these teams are 1-1.
So basically, I guess that'll change the narrative and say, hey, oh, okay, so Kyler can actually do some stuff. He can actually put it together.
I mean, well, no, actually, Kyler has.
We can't talk.
You can't talk bad about him as a quarterback.
Right. Well, that's what I mean.
Because his numbers, as of right now in the NFL, they don't lie because like he done had like 3,000 yard seasons passing the ball. We we just can't sit there and act like he ain't done nothing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that because he was that pick, all the scrutiny gonna land on his shoulders regardless. But
just give him a couple of roses.
But look,
a couple of roses.
But look at his numbers. He get 2-3 flags.
Yeah, I'm saying if he beats the Lions, we
gotta
gotta give him some flowers.
No, we ain't even gotta beat the Lions to get flowers. Because right now, even in the Bills game, everybody had him rolled off before the season started.
Right. Facts.
Even us. So I mean, like he playing with house money. Remember, he is the guy responsible for Dak $60 million a year, Joe Burrows. He's the reason that all of them getting this money right now at the QB position because he signed the biggest deal. And Arizona, they can't do nothing but keep him because he's locked in.
Yep.
And if it wasn't, they made it definitely clear in the draft.
because they could have moved up or just stayed where he was at and drafted another quarterback. They did,
Who they drafted?
and they halfway went through paying them on that big deal.
Who they drafted?
They took Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, 49ers against the Rams.
That was one of my.
Ain't San Fran like 6-0 against them in the last 6 weeks?
Yeah, and the 49ers ain't got no receiver. Just like
No. They have a receiver.
Nah, the Rams.
The Rams don't have nothing.
Because I feel Derek's pain. In both leagues, I got Putin Nakua, Cooper Cup,
They picking up off the street.
and I can't. That's 3 roster spots. And one of my leagues, you can't. If you're injured reserve, you can't. There's no injured reserve spot to put there, so I can draft another quarterback. I mean, a wide receiver. And in my league, the Rams are so decimated that they can't put Cooper Cup on the IR because if they put him on the IR, he's there for the rest of the year. It's clauses in the rules where you can only put so many people on IR and have them return and have an injury designation for them to return.
So they got that many injuries already. Like if Cooper Cup go on there, he can't play no more this year.
Right.
I would say put me on there. I'm gonna still get my money. I'm relaxing on Sundays.
Yeah, this is like the walking wounded game.
Yeah, it screws me because since they can't put him on IR,
because you don't
I can't put him on IR.
I don't even know who your starting receivers. Because CD questionable too.
CD's gonna play. CD's gonna play. He don't got an injury designation no more. I checked that earlier. CD's gonna play. Rashid Shaheed's my other receiver, and I got Ray McLeod my third receiver.
See, that's that guy that eat for you week in and week out right there.
No, but that's Shaheed.
No,
I didn't have Ray last.
Oh, you just traded and got him.
No, I had him on the bench last week. He ate, but I ain't starting.
Oh, so he was out for the Thursday game.
Yeah.
I mean, what a Monday night game.
Yeah.
Let me see your starting lineup. Let me see what I got to face next this week.
Let's see.
All right, next game. Okay, Falcons and the Chiefs.
Oh my God! Boy.
KC.
They're in Atlanta.
I don't care. I'm not betting against the magician. He gonna put a magic.
I got KC. I'm not
going
to
Magic City.
But again,
he going to Magic City.
Again,
get them lemon pepper.
If Atlanta pulls this off, I'm putting Kansas City on upset alert.
You think so?
There's a chance that Atlanta can pull this off.
So that's your crossover? That's your crossover for the week?
Don't make me.
That's your crossover for the week? That's what it sounds like?
It's got to be at least one.
I said I'm not doing a crossover this
week. That's what it sounds like. Go ahead.
It's Romar. It's a tease.
No, go ahead.
It's a tease. He's teasing us.
I'm not going against the magician, man.
I dare you.
It's a tease.
I dare me too.
I dare you.
But they on upset alert.
No, go ahead. No.
They on
Don't
upset
keep
alert.
saying upset alert because you know in your heart that you want to go with Atlanta.
You're right. I do. Deep in my heart, I want to go with Atlanta. No, they're not going to win this football game.
But remember, but when I told him what the record was in the crossover games, he had to hold back.
No,
he's 0-6.
Kev, you don't even want
not him.
You don't want him to rock with us on this pick right now because he only picking them. He picking the Chiefs because it looks good and it sounds good. Deep down in his heart, he wants to.
He needs a redemption week.
He wants to cross over so bad.
Yep.
But see, the thing is,
you're speaking facts, but I'm not doing it.
But see, the thing is,
because it's not the right decision.
Oh, because I told you never bet against the magician.
Yeah.
Hence the Super Bowl.
No, man.
Now look, Now, see, all you got to do,
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
all you got to do,
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Ramar, is like if you poke the bear enough times,
I gotta poke.
you you poke them enough times, they will switch over if they want to.
He wants to. He wants to so bad.
But I'm not doing it.
He's not, but he's holding.
If
He's holding his.
if I go down, you going down with me.
Whoa. Hey, look, hey.
Pause.
We're not talking. We're not talking about that next subject.
Yeah, we ain't doing
We,
that.
we ain't got to that subject yet.
My name not Sean.
Neither is mine. So what's the next game?
Oh God.
Monday, Jaguars against the Bills.
You got 2 Monday games.
I got Buffalo. I'm kind of lost faith in Jacksonville. They got Duval got to show me something. And they traveling upstate New York.
Oh, they ain't gonna win that game.
And and remember, Trevor Lawrence has already lost 7 straight starts.
Josh Allen is bald.
Josh Allen we mailed that one in.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders going to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Kevin got the Bengals. I already know that.
I got the Bengals.
Yeah, I threw that in there before the show started.
Oh, you ain't got the Commanders?
No.
Y'all need this game.
Oh, guess who do though?
And so does Cincinnati.
Guess who does? Guess who do got the Commanders?
Y'all can beat y'all if y'all beat Cincinnati.
And guess
Y'all will
who
have
do?
a 1 game lead.
And
on the
guess
division.
who does have the Commanders?
That also depends on how Philly and Dallas do.
Hey, look,
We gonna lose.
Ted, exactly. You're not a commander. You can't be a fan of him. I said,
Let's give y'all a little cushion.
I said it in my nice voice.
Yeah,
You can't.
I know.
You can't
Hey,
be. You
that-
can't,
that-
you can't,
that- I love it.
You can't come and rock with us no more.
Oh, come on.
You can only
Yeah.
stand outside the gate.
Yeah.
You can stand. You don't get entry no more.
Ramar, don't do me like that,
You
man.
have
Come
no
on.
more access. You have no more access.
Oh, gee.
Your fandom is
That's
gone.
so wrong, man.
Your fandom is gone.
Oh, God, please. One game.
It's early.
I know, but
And you already going against us, and it's early.
but you know what?
Oh, I understand it because you're top. You're so close to the top in your league right
No, I'm actually in the middle.
now. No, you're
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm more or less in the middle, believe it or not. Yeah. Sonya's got out of everybody. Sonya's got the best one as far as points. So
But
Sonya's leading.
You like fast. I'm like number.
I mean, what?
I'm like 15, 16. I'm in the middle.
I mean, okay, so guys, just for kicks and giggles, you want to mail in the next Thursday night game?
When is that?
Dallas
Giants
and the
and the
Dallas and the.
Cowboys.
Oh yeah, give me that.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah, I got Dallas in that one too.
Mm.
I'm
Where is
sorry,
that?
New York got to show me.
Where is that? In Dallas.
No, it don't matter. New
Well,
York.
It really don't matter.
It don't make no
Yes,
difference.
it does.
No, it don't.
Is it in Dallas?
No,
No, it is not.
it's in New York. MetLife Stadium. Or Meadowlands, I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? I take. Well, I'm still going with Dallas, but Danny Jones played good against them too.
This is where Dak got hurt at the last time. Playing them early.
Oh.
Does that kill? That got 60 million.
That's the one stadium I do not want to play in. Forget the Giants. This ain't about the Giants.
You ain't gonna never play them.
It's about getting out that stadium healthy.
It's not gonna happen. Somebody always gonna get hurt.
Right. Woo!
I pray for Mekhi Parsons.
Oh, Michael Parsons, he's gonna be an Eagle next year. He'll be fine.
He's not gonna be an Eagle next year.
Yeah, he is. He's coming to Philly. What?
Don't be surprised.
Dallas not gonna like that.
If that burgundy and gold look better.
Because y'all can pay him, though. I ain't saying y'all got the money. I'm saying it's y'all gonna pay him.
Somebody's going to.
Why we won't?
Why you have it?
Somebody will get in the bag.
Ain't you
When
Because
the
la-
he's the only one out of the three hasn't
when
got
the
anything.
I'm gonna ask the same question Philly has, same question we have. When the last time y'all gave a linebacker the bag?
LeVar Arrington?
And that's how many decades ago?
Oh no. Well,
Almost two.
Exactly.
When was the last time y'all gave a linebacker the bag?
Still waiting on it. That's still pending. So game recognized game.
no. But you want to know? You want to know? My other answer was going to be Albert Hainsworth. But that's not a. No, I know, but he popped in my
I
head
said
when.
linebacker.
No, I know you did, but I'm just saying, as far as on the offensive side, who had the bag when you asked me about, that's what popped up.
Which reminds me, y'all have a linebacker that I like.
Who?
I can't think of his last name, but he's Samoan. That dude can hit.
He on the practice squad.
Nah, he played last week. I think he's number 4 or something like that. I can't think of his name. Man, you
Yeah,
got
because we on. I think I know who you. I don't know his name either, but I know who you talking about. He got that side to side cup speed.
yeah.
From he got that.
He was
hash
plugging a
down.
lot of holes for y'all last week. He was plugging a lot of holes. I'm looking his name up right now because he got to be on that. I mean, because he had
Oh
at least
yeah,
3 or 4 tackles. Box
yeah,
score.
and there's a Romar Smith in Baltimore, outside too.
What?
A Romar Smith in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, he do play.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he played for the two.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nick stole somebody stole my name.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've been balling out, man. Balling out and be more.
I
Oh,
know.
Frankie Louvu.
Oh
He
yeah.
led y'all on tackles last week.
Oh yeah, that's London. He.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's London Fletcher type number. Yeah.
Wait,
We got
is
another.
he part of the bloodline too? I
No,
don't know.
but
Not yet,
Not yet.
Luvu,
but he is
Luvu
Samoan.
like
Uh-oh.
Luvu like a London Fletcher type linebacker. He like to mix it up, even though he ain't the middle linebacker.
Right. Yeah, so
We got. I'm surprised that we put old boy Davis on the. We got him with his hands in the ground. He on the D end. He on the D line now.
he on the D line.
Yeah,
Mm.
the linebacker that we got drafted from Kentucky, Davis. Yeah, he on the D line now.
Well, it's a proving year for you guys.
Hey, Tyler Farrell from Richmond. He's been playing good in our defensive scheme.
And we y'all play that. Y'all play Cincinnati.
Monday
And
night.
Cincinnati.
What's that? That's the thing you gotta love about football. Even though it's week after week, every game is a must win.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you cannot start 0-3. Because a
But in
lot,
our situation, it's a gotta win.
yeah. Now,
Even one
teams,
and two is devastating.
now here's this. Since 1999, 129 teams have started 0-3. Only one have made the playoffs. And that was the 2018 Houston Texans. There's a stat for you, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah. So if you go 0-3 this week, I feel bad for you, son.
Now unless you Houston and they already got a dub. They already got a dub.
Oh yeah. Houston's gonna be fine. And like I say, I see great things going on. I think as far as I think they're the biggest threat to KC right now is Houston. To me, the way they're playing right now, CJ Stroud keep doing his thing, and you got weapons around you.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be way dangerous as the season goes on. But like I said, the AFC to me, I think is stacked because behind KC you got Houston, you still got Buffalo. Um, let's see who else in there. that's worth in the conversation. Baltimore, if they get it together,
I ain't got nobody. I ain't really got no conversation right now.
well,
I'm
not at
not.
the
I'm not judging nobody off of 2 weeks, man.
well. I know.
I gotta get a little bit more before I really start saying who's for real and who's not.
But again, just wait to what week 5 or
Yeah, give
so.
week 4, week 5. We can see who.
Well, I mean, again, it takes that long to establish an identity.
Yeah, because
So
like I said, a lot of these teams, none of these guys that's played, they're playing. They're not playing no preseason games. They're not playing in the preseason. They just practicing. And the thing that frustrates me is we're not even running the same plays that we ran in the off season. Off season OTAs on offensive side and defensive side ball. We're not running the same plays we were running back then. We're running different plays. And we only give these guys a week to prepare it. I mean, that's the part that I don't get. I mean, you can tell when you can tell what plays they've been working on. Hell, that's the plays that's working. All right, guys. So before we get a little bit off the rails, we're gonna update some scores here. Penn State is dogging Kent State 35-0. Michigan is over USC right now, 14-3. LSU is up on you. I mean, I'm sorry. LSU and UCLA are tied at halftime. Miami, Ohio 3, Notre Dame 14. Georgia Tech 14, Louisville 17. Northern Illinois 14, Buffalo 10. Oklahoma State 3 on Utah 10. That's at halftime. Oh, Vanderbilt, Missouri 13-10 at halftime. Okay, okay,
Ooh.
Commodores.
and UVA got a big win over Coastal Carolina, 43-24. They're 3-1.
Oh, big deal. Who the hell
And
is Coastal Carolina?
on the other side, Virginia Tech is getting dragged by Rutgers, 23-7
Ah, come on,
with
Hokies. Where's the
less
game
than 8 minutes.
involved?
And what's crazy is you never know which team shows up. Now, they were having trouble beating ODU in the last several years. They finally broke that streak last week. Now they're struggling at home.
My Hokies are
Uh,
trash.
and that's my squad too. So I'm like, yeah, what? And hence I'm wearing that jersey. So yeah, they're having a tough time today.
Yeah, they need to get it together. I mean,
They really got to get it
it's
together.
hard. It's hard to defend losers. Just ask North Carolina State. They got dogged by Clemson earlier.
Oh, jeez.
Arkansas State got dogged by Iowa State. Ohio State dog Marshall. We saw that one, 49-14. Later on tonight, Miami takes on South Florida. I told you that's going to be a good one. Tennessee against Oklahoma. That's going to be the game of the week right there. Bowling Green takes on Texas A&M later on tonight. Georgia Southern versus Ole Miss. That's going to be good. Um, um, Texas is going to give Louisiana Monroe a eulogy later on. Kansas State and BYU. That's some late night action. So, guys, I know we a little bit off the rails. I'm going to chop it up a little bit more because there's a lot of stuff going on in especially in the hip hop community right now that we want to get into. You know, I grew up, listening to Bad Boy Records and everything. I had all the albums.
You know, the red that much order.
The red, no, not that way much more. I'm talking about I had Jodeci, Mary J, Biggie, Faith. Yep, I had that album too. Total 112. I even had the band album.
Mace.
Yep, I had Mace album too. Cameron.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
The Locks. Shine.
I think that's the reason that the box fell.
No, I didn't get Loon's album. That thing was trash in a way. But that's neither here nor there.
Black Rob.
I didn't have Black Rob's album either. No, yeah, I did. Ugh. Of course.
Oh yeah.
don't think Lil Kim was signed to Bad Boy.
Yes, she was. Definitely was, especially that first, the one from college.
Okay, yeah. It was Junior Mafia that wasn't signed to Bad Boy. That was the one. Junior Mafia was signed to Undias. But to hear what's going on with him, the indictments who might be implemented, who might not be implemented, I got a question for you guys. And I'm about to put this on, and I need you to help me out with this new with this new top with this new article I'm putting out. See, there I am writing articles. Technically, to the letter of law, these are articles, and I want you to give me. This is going to be a Studio W top 10 names that need to start talking. Hold on, let me write it. Dude, just think about it. Studio W's top 10 names that need to start talking.
Kim, Faith, Charlie Lockmore, you know, Osteen.
Oh yeah, you went to the attic for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to Charlie anyway?
Kim and Faith probably team
Uh,
with a beat 'em up.
Jeez. Diddy affiliates.
Mary J.
Mace.
Mace probably lined up already.
How you spell affiliate?
AFF.
I
No, LIA.
hold on.
A.
AFF.
Okay, I got
Oh,
affiliates
Yeah.
all right. Well,
that need to start talking.
I'm gonna say it like I said last night. Orlando Bloom. I mean, what's his name?
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown. Because you know, once he's get on the mic, he's gonna
I,
talk everything.
I'll put Orlando Brown at number 10. Anybody got a problem with that? I'll put Orlando Brown at 10.
Faith need to be in there somewhere.
Faith, yeah.
Because we still think that Diddy had something to do with Biggie's death. So Faith need to start talking.
But if she didn't say nothing, then she has to clear her innocence on that too.
Yeah.
uh, Lil Kim's got to be in there too.
We said Usher.
I'm still trying to figure out how they listed
I
him
don't know
twice.
who. Yes, Usher. I got Usher at number 1.
Justin Bieber.
I got Kevin Liles.
What?
Farnsworth.
Mm,
I went old school on you.
yeah, you did. Damn
Farnsworth.
it, Sonya. You be going stuff like it.
Yep, I'm old school.
You want Farnsworth Bentley?
Yes.
I got him on the list. I
I did
can't
see
put him
his
at the
name
top.
pop up though this week.
Yeah, his name has popped up this week. That's what made me think about it. I still say Mary J. because she got a promise. I mean, she got a good career right now, separate from all this.
Now, see, Eve's name was mentioned,
I don't know about Eve. I don't know about Eve.
and I like her too.
I love Eve, but I don't know about her.
You remember the show that she had?
Yep, that was her
That
show.
TV show? Oh man, I love that one too.
I'm a big Eve fan. I've always
That was short lived, but I love the show.
because,
That one could have gone at least.
Talking about short-lived black comedies, because we could be here all day for that. That's a whole.
Oh Lord, yeah, we could that can go about 2 hours alone,
Yeah.
easy.
Um, we said
Little Kim's got to be in there.
We said Usher. I said Rihanna. I still say Rihanna somewhere in there because the list we saw had Jay Z, it had Beyonce, it had Usher, Justin Bieber, It said Chris Brown in there. So if you're gonna do all of them, you gotta do Rihanna.
You want to tie them all together, right?
They are tied together.
Now, you remember there's something that said something about, I think it was Jay Z and Rihanna said something about you either walking out with a deal or you walking out like they were they said something on the 29th floor. It was something that I read earlier today, and I'm thinking like I don't know if he made a threat to Rihanna or of some sort or what, but
Well, right now Jay Z got no problems with Nelly putting his daughter's name in his mouth. So
wait, what? Huh?
he talked about her success and how it's manufactured. So right now Jay Z need to not be worried about everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
especially with this. You know what? I said it last night. Mike Tyson, because of that clip of that video when Diddy kept trying to touch him and Mike Tyson
Oh
kept
yeah,
moving away. I said Mike Tyson need to sit here and say something with all the THs in the conversation.
yeah. I did catch that clip on Instagram the other day.
Tell me that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you stupid yo.
Look, okay. You see,
No, now you're gonna make me look it up,
Justin
It
Bieber.
was, I think it was.
and I got it too.
It was on the Wayans talk show. Don't ask me which Wayans. It was one of the Wayans ones.
Justin Timberlake.
You got Usher.
Uh-huh.
You got Rihanna.
Uh-huh.
You got Kim and Mary and Charlie Baltimore. They need to all be on the same line.
Yeah, but it's only 10.
That's what I said. Put all of them on one line.
I can't do that. I got
Okay.
Lil Kim.
Okay. You got Mace.
Mm.
Should we put
I don't
R.
know if
Kelly on
Mace
there?
I don't know if Mace went to a Diddy party.
Oh, here we go.
Should we put R. Kelly on there? Maybe he get out for some good time for early release.
Nah. Nah, that's not enough money.
Okay.
About to mention it as we speak. Oh yeah,
Y'all just say Clive Davis or Quincy Jones. So
Did I put him on here? Clive Davis.
mhm.
That's not a yeah. Okay. I got Orlando Brown, Farnsworth Bentley, Lil Kim, Justin Bieber, Clive Davis, Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, Jamie Foxx, Kevin Liles, and Usher.
That was Jamie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap this thing out here. Kim,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on for next week, man?
Uh, Not much, man. Look, we getting ready for Prime Week Part Two in the next couple of weeks, and just found out that I will be getting a raise. Woohoo! I know. And as an added bonus, the employees will,
Buying us all dinner.
and the employees are getting free Prime membership starting in January.
What's your password?
Yeah.
That's messing. That's messing.
I forgot mine. I like that.
That's part. That's part of my package. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure. It is the Studio W Sports page brought to you by J&J. Thank you for joining us. See y'all same time next week. And as always, I will see y'all in church tomorrow.